Is it? Are we good? Are we alive? All right. You said still tired, not go. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode
You didn't
of
catch
the
the
Kawaki
countdown?
podcast. No, well, I didn't know what the countdown was for. You just
Oh,
counted it
bro, if I'm
down. I was
counting
waiting
down, it's always the
for
same
instructions
thing.
after the countdown. But
Uh,
we back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm pretty sure you guys could tell. I'm here with the two lovely co-hosts, Free Game, the third, and of course, Mello, the creator. And of course, we're here to talk about Boruto and potentially other stuff as well.
Before we talk about
Yo,
that,
yo.
it wouldn't be an intro if you didn't say it. We're live? We're live? After I didn't count it down and gave you the heads up and everything.
What's up, people?
Mello?
Chill.
What's good? Bro, listen, I get why you were tired, okay? I was up all night, binge watching season 3 of Bridgerton, okay? Fantastic season, despite the
I haven't even seen it
controversy.
yet.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, man.
What is that?
Have you caught up with it?
I don't even know what
Not
Bridgerton
the-
is.
Not the last season.
Okay, bad. Yeah, I just started that last season. It was good. It's good, man. The drama, the gossip is good. It's good.
What is it about?
Yeah, it's like a British type of drama where it takes place in the olden days, but they're more like inclusive. So like there's like a black queen and a bunch of stuff like that. Yeah, it's like impeccable drama, in personal opinion. I like the writer Shonda Rhimes. I like her other stuff, so I just tried Bridgerton and I ended up liking it. But yeah, I got to check out. Was it season 3?
Yeah. I think I binge watched about 7-8 episodes around there. I think I'm on like maybe the finale or coming up. So yeah, but we're not gonna get any more content. I don't think for another 2 years. So I've been putting it off, but I couldn't wait any longer, bro. I had to find out.
Oh man, unfortunate.
What is it on? Is it on Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime?
Yeah,
What are we
Netflix,
looking
oh,
at?
my bad, yeah, Netflix.
Yeah, it's on
Netflix.
Netflix.
Oh, okay, I
It's
gotta
a
pay my
Netflix exclusive, I believe.
Netflix subscription. They were just trying to rob me the other day. Nigga, they always get you when you got like $7 left in your account. That shit be blowing me.
Bro, you ain't never supposed to let your shit get to 7. That's wild.
Nah, like my check, I got a savings, of course. But like my check-ins, like the money that I'm available to spend, that shit always get me when I'm like on my last few dollars.
My bank will charge me if I get under 25.
Damn, for real?
Under 25?
What bank you got? Bank of
Yeah.
America?
Yep.
I know it.
Now
That's the
because
only bank I know
always
that does that.
Yeah, so because I used to always get under 25. I guess they like kind of stopped doing it, but every now and again I gotta be careful because I might get a charge. I'm more so bad with it in like the last 2 or so years, but yeah, they used to hit me with that negative 30 a few years back. I was like, oh shit. Okay,
Yeah,
well,
that's.
I
Bank
thought
of
it was my
America for
money,
you.
but okay, I guess.
They be charging you for being broke, like damn.
Bro,
I
for
know,
real, right? That's weird as hell. Like, and then you got all the money in the world. They want to give you money.
Yeah, it's weird.
That's really how it be, right?
Yeah, because you can live off the interest rate on your bank. If you have millions, you can just live off the interest. Like, what the fuck?
Facts, and even like just going off like the generalities, like if you're a huge figure with like a lot of influence, people want to give you free stuff. Like,
Mhm.
it's just how it goes. Like,
If you broke as hell, you sitting over there with a sign, and you got people just passing you up.
Yeah, it's so weird. I'll watch like everyone knows this like YouTuber is like super rich and they're still giving him like donos. But like your broke ass do a stream, you working like 8-hour stream, you putting in work, entertaining motherfuckers, you get like $5. Like, wait, it don't make sense, bro.
$100 is a good day. You'd be like, oh shit, I made $100 on this. I can't.
Some fucking cheddar, bro. That's crazy.
you gotta get
Hell
that-
yeah,
you gotta
man.
get that
These
crypto
broke
money.
ass anime fans. No offense. They ain't got no fucking cheddar, bro. We out here working like slaves, bro, on plantation, bro. That's crazy, man. I'm too light skinned for that shit. Like, what we doing, man? That's wild.
You said I'm too light skinned for that. I'm crying. Yeah, you definitely would have been in the crib, bro.
Hell yeah, bro.
But I really be thinking, how much free stuff do LeBron get? He's LeBron, like,
Bro.
Why is he getting all the free stuff?
I just saw some wild shit about Bron. You know, Bronny supposed to be playing with him on the same team and shit. And it was like they had a picture up of LeBron and his wife. It was like LeBron is fucking his teammate's mom. Bro, I had to look into it. I was like, wait, hold on, what?
No, that's what. Bro, I was thinking. I was like, nah, LeBron. They putting dirt on LeBron's name, but not.
Me too, bro. That's what I thought too. And I was like, wait, hold on, that's his wife? Oh yeah, his son supposed to be playing with him. Yeah, I was like, yo, that's foul.
But no, the crazy, it's an extra element to that too, because back in the day,
Yeah, I already know. Yep.
LeBron's teammates
was fucking his mom. Yep.
I think that was real too, bro.
Yeah, bro, a bum now though. He homeless and all types of shit.
But like, mom's got to get it too, bro. Like, it's a little grimy, you know, on her part, but you know, mom got to throw it back too every now and again.
Hell yeah, you know, mom got to get it in.
Nah, bro.
She got hormones.
As soon as I enter that locker room with my pops, bro, that relationship got to be cooked, bro. Nah, it's done, bro. Nah, hell no.
I mean, as long as you're treating her right? I don't know, bro.
Nah,
a motherfucker your age smashing on your mama though. That's wild, bro.
Yeah, nah.
That's
the jokes
wild.
in the locker room, they flying.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, nah, that's true. They cooking his ass, bro.
Cooking his ass.
That's the only thing, bro. The jokes, nah, bro. Come on, bro.
What was his name?
you ain't
Delonte
like-
West, right? I think that was his name.
I don't even think we need to know that loser's name, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. That grimy. That's some. I ain't gonna hold you. That's some grimy shit, bro. Now I'm thinking about it more. That's some grimy.
Depends
shit.
on how
But
close
listen,
you are to your teammate, honestly. Like,
It's like
mama
bro, you
fine,
fucking
and I don't
my
really.
mom.
wouldn't even say.
Mama
No,
fine,
but
and I don't
like-
fuck with you like that, bro. I don't know.
You fucking my mom, bro. At the very least, you better make a 3, nigga. Bro. I don't know, bro. Like you brother almost had me say the N word, bro. That's crazy. That got me out of pocket. I'm like, you better make a 3. You better fucking make this 3.
Nah, bro, I'm hating on him if that's the case, bro. I'm sorry. Every shot he takes, I hope he misses, bro. Come on, what are we doing here? Nah, it's full on hate. Bronny now, Bronny though. Bronny might have to, because that's his actual father. The only thing I hate for Bronny is he's gonna get cooked in the locker room. I ain't gonna lie. But everything else, you feel me? In regards to like I was about to say his name too. That guy on LeBron, hell no, I ain't rooting for that nigga. Hell.
Yeah, bro. They was taking videos of bro. He was homeless. People was fucking with him and shit. Like, damn, how you go from fucking LeBron's mom to fucking on the side of the street? This shit is wild.
And people are like, yo, LeBron should help him.
No, why?
Yo, people are interesting.
For
people
what?
Are really interesting, bro. I mean, listen, bro. You got a little sugar mama, man. Listen, bro.
For real, right?
Hey, make a baby.
He was smashing the money. Like, the mama should have helped him.
Women do it all the time, bro. Hey, LeBron is your fucking brother. Get your ass out here and help me, bro. I gotta raise this boy.
Right.
Yeah, man.
That remind me of. I don't want to keep on talking about this type of stuff, but that remind me of like Bow Wow's baby mom. She had a baby with Bow Wow, Future. Now she's pregnant by the NFL player. She was like, I'd rather keep on getting pregnant by rich men than having to have a relationship with a broke man or a man that working 9 to 5. I was like, God damn, this girl pussy is a whole treasure trove.
Yeah. Now that we've invoked Bow Wow and completely killed my vibe.
Well, no,
what y'all want to talk about?
She had a baby with an athlete.
Bow Wow catching the straight like
Yeah,
that.
for real, right?
now we drifting over into the as they call the niggatry. Okay, I can't. No, I gotta back up, bro. I gotta back up.
But LeBron's mom getting smashed by his teammate was a niggatry?
Listen.
Yes.
That was complete.
Welcome back to the Cloud Ninja Podcast.
Yeah, let's get to it.
We're talking anime. We talking we got some One Piece, some dope One Piece stuff happened. Okay, give me a Nika like future. Okay, I rock with my girl Jewelry Bonnie, aka Joy Girl, aka Sun Goddess. Okay, rock with that heavy. Yeah. If you know, you know. Okay.
Did you ever check out the One Piece live action bar? Sorry to cut you off, Mello.
No.
You never, yeah, you gotta peep that shit. It's actually really good.
Bro's not checking out nothing. He ain't checking out nothing, bro.
That's true.
ATP.
Name one new anime this brother than what? In the last 5 years,
I
bro.
watched it, I didn't finish it.
Two Blue Vortex.
Too blue for you. Yeah, exactly.
I wish that anime.
It's not even an anime. Bro.
Oh yeah, true. True.
Damn, that's wild, bro. Do you not like anime, bro? That's weird.
It really depends. I've never really like been like a crazy anime watcher. That's why I've always said I was like an anime hype beast.
That's
So,
fair.
So I never really like delved into it, but like I like what I like. So like Naruto, Attack on Titan, like the hype stuff, the stuff that a lot of people like. the stuff that that people drilled it into me so much that I end up actually watching it. So like, yeah, those are the animes that I like. But I feel like if
So
I
you
watched more, I would like more though.
so you're not really like an anime fan. You just like some anime.
Uh, I I feel like that's only like a thing within like this community. I feel like if any like casual sees me like watching Naruto, then going over to Attack on Titan, and then I have like a Death Note like thing, I feel like people would say like, nah, I'm a weeb. But like, yeah, you can say that though.
You know what it is though? It's because you have a whole YouTube dedicated to, well, I guess just Boruto. But like, what made you want to start? Like, if you're not like really like a super anime fan, what made you want to start doing YouTube off of like an anime topic though?
I couldn't talk about anime with anybody that I knew. Like everybody
Mm.
that all of my homies, they were basketball guys. We talked about
Mm-hmm.
females,
Mm-hmm.
football, regular stuff. But like, if I just watched my guy Sasuke run through or almost run through the five Kage, almost died 3 times. Like I can't really hit my boys up like, yo, bro, did you see this? Like, so
Right.
I'm like, nah.
You ain't have
Once
real
Boruto
friends,
started,
bro.
I'm like, nah, I gotta make a YouTube.
You ain't have real
Yeah,
friends, brother. So I remember me and my friends
right.
used to talk about like well, not Naruto. Well, yeah, Naruto, Dragon Ball, all that shit.
Um,
I, f-
sorry. No,
now I
continue.
feel like I just now just, I was about to say I feel like with certain friend groups there's like certain topics that you guys like have like in common and just anime was just never one of them. Like a
Yeah.
lot of my friend groups.
Well, like my friend group, like probably not all of them was into it, but I always had like one or two friends that was like into some shit that I was into, and you know, have side conversations and shit. Like, oh, you saw the last episode and shit, you know, type shit like that. I ain't saying like my whole like community of friends was into anime, cause nah.
No, I feel you.
Yeah, I got a question. If Neji lived,
Mm-hmm.
would Boruto want to be trained by Sasuke? Like, how would that change the series? Do you think?
I think he would still want to be trained by Sasuke. I think he was more attracted to the allure of Sasuke, not like Sasuke as the person and stuff like that. Just, you know, he was mysterious, he looked cool, and he had cool techniques and shit. So I think he probably would have started off being trained by Neji, but I assume that eventually he would have went the Sasuke route because he was like a big fanboy of him. Like, remember, he was trying to collect the Sasuke card and everything. Like, he was a real Sasuke fanboy. I don't think it has anything to do with like relation or blood or anything like that.
Yeah,
Interesting.
oh my bad. Yeah, my I kind of thought about that, but I was thinking like I originally said maybe Boruto would grow to like idolize Neji as one of the guys because I think if he was alive hypothetically he'd probably be like one of the strongest characters
Mm,
like of the Hyuga of all time or something like that. So like I
right.
thought he could have potentially been that, but I feel like one of the strong things for Boruto was like the hatred for Naruto, and Sasuke was like a character that provided like a separate side to like a Naruto because he was the rival, and not only just a rival, a person who could actually
All right,
like potentially scare
I'm gonna
Naruto.
interrupt
I feel
you,
like
but there's like some static sound.
yeah,
Is-
it's like it's there's like a monsoon outside. Right now. My
Oh, my
bad.
bad, my bad, my bad. Okay, yeah,
Oh,
go
that's
ahead.
on
Yeah,
bar
I was
side. I was about to say it's probably my fan. Okay.
All right, sorry.
yeah, no,
Please
yeah,
continue.
it's raining. Yeah, I could probably I'm gonna just finish up this and I'll mute up. But to be honest, I forgot what we were even talking about. But
Neji being still alive and Boruto
oh
wanting
yeah,
to
yeah,
train. Yeah.
Bor yeah, Boruto's allegiance to Sasuke was like heavily because of the opposite or the rivalry to Naruto. So like Neji wouldn't necessarily be that.
Bad. Cause I was thinking, like, I know he was kind of like, hey, this guy is like, he had this rivalry or this, kind of contentious relationship with his father, and then he hears about the rival of his father, Sasuke, the one who protects the Hokage or the village from the shadows, and that sounds like super appealing to him, and so he kind of is attracted not to like Sasuke the guy, but the aura of Sasuke. I understand that. I just feel like Neji got that aura. Like I feel like I don't know. Like I feel like if the entire point of Boruto, even or the entire reason rather that Boruto was more so leaning in the direction of Sasuke is because there was like a void there or a gap that wasn't really filled. But I think Neji would be more than capable of filling it, especially since he wouldn't have some, I would imagine, time extensive kind of occupation. And he probably would have been training Boruto quite a bit, and he probably would have been spending a lot of time with him and imparting like a lot of like wise lessons because they seem to post death. And I had a conversation with Ood about this. I think that was Ood. I think post death, there's this effort to make Neji seem wiser than his years. You know, they did it with the time slip arc. They did it with the time slip arc rather. He's having this conversation with Boruto and imparting these like words of wisdom, even when he's kid Neji, and they're doing it periodically. I think Ood told me something about some journals that Neji was writing when he first was mastering the Byakugan, and about how to fight without thought or something of the sort. And during the Baryon mode battle, in order to maintain the form longer, Naruto thought back on those journals. Now I'm not sure where he heard that from. I can't quite remember where he said, but you know, that's what I heard from him. So I don't know. I just thought it was a pretty interesting kind of topic to maybe even just kind of broach on a little bit. Like, what would Boruto be like? You know, more gentle fist techniques, potentially rotation. Maybe when Boruto, at least in the anime, tells his parents, "Hey, listen, man, I got the Byakugan." When the Jogan manifested, he didn't really know what it was, and they kind of tested him with Hinabi. I think it could have been really interesting if that was Neji, and I feel like maybe Neji could have leaned a little bit more into that to the point where he might have been able to even potentially maintain or control his Jogan eye if Neji gave him like the proper attention or whatever the case may be in training with it. I don't know though, but nevertheless, I do think the series is just so much. I don't know. I feel like the series is just better if Neji lives. But I don't know. Just a little topic I wanted to get the boys' thoughts on. But yeah, this is my take on it. Just my take
No,
on it.
that was to be honest. While you were talking, I was kind of thinking about the Jogan being a potential aspect to this because that episode in itself was like super important. Even at the beginning of that episode, when he essentially went to Naruto and told him about the Jogan, we seen Tonetti. So like, idea, I think that Neji would have probably trained with Boruto a lot more than Hanabi did. Even like for what we've seen, like it was really on like a couple of days. But I feel like Neji and Boruto would have probably built like a potential bond, like a Jiraiya and Naruto type of thing, to where not Naruto, to where Boruto trains with Neji a lot more, and Neji just would happenstance see the Jogan even more. So yeah, I completely agree. I think that it's possible that he could have actually taught Boruto potentially how to use it. Because again, the Jogan, we don't know anything about it, so we can't really say for sure or definitively. But I feel like Neji would have had a better grasp upon like visual dojutsu than Naruto did, or even an understanding of visual dojutsus than Naruto did. And I personally feel like he would have probably tried to open up a little bit more to Neji because he kind of kept a lot of things away from his parents, which I always hated. At first it went from the Jogan, then went to the Karma Seal, like a bunch of stuff. So I feel like he probably would have been more comfortable talking to Neji about his Jogan and possibly even training with it. But I think, to be honest, the only reason why I would say it wouldn't necessarily be to the same level of Sasuke is just because of the rivalry thing. But I do understand the idea though. Like, how would Boruto look overall? I think he would have a bit more Hyuga stuff, gentle fist, as you said. I think chakra points would be like, not necessarily like chakra points, but just potentially trying to hit chakra points. Because at this particular point, because Boruto doesn't really have the Byakugan, he wouldn't necessarily have a way to actually see chakra points. But even when he didn't have the Jogan, he was still using the gentle fist technique. And so that right there in itself lets me believe that he just tried to like aim for people's chakra points if hypothetically he did train under that, but didn't necessarily have the Byakugan technique. They kind of explained it to where like, hey, the Byakugan or the gentle fist, it's not like a regular taijutsu. It like attacks the organs and not necessarily like regular muscles and bones and stuff like that. I feel like Boruto's taijutsu could have been geared to more of like that, like attacking organs, attacking vital points, and not necessarily just like the regular Sasuke or Naruto type of taijutsu. So I feel like, yeah, his fighting style would have changed a lot, and the Jogan thing, it gets me thinking because we haven't necessarily seen too much Hyugas yet, and once Hyugas, well, we have technically because Boruto is a Hyugan, and what's called Himawari is a Hyuga. But I feel like eventually we're probably gonna get to see a lot more Hyuga influence, and once that happens, I wouldn't necessarily be surprised if that comes in conjunction with a potential Jogan. And again, I feel like if there was a person to teach Boruto about the Jogan, this right here is completely a long shot. But again, I feel like it's probably the most realistic at this particular point because when it comes to the manga and the Jogan, we haven't really gotten much. I think it's probably gonna be Tonetti. But again, you never really know. Toei hasn't really been in the manga as well. But I wouldn't necessarily rule out too much of potential Hyuga, like teaching Boruto about some of the Hyuga stuff and that potentially lending itself into potential Jogan stuff. And eventually, you never know. Maybe the Jogan does come to the manga, hopefully. But that is a good idea, though. I never really thought of what Boruto's outlook of like his life would be if Neji were to like be a huge influence on it. Like, so
Yeah,
that's decent.
bad. Yeah. So
Or
like, I know. Hit us up. Hit us up.
no. I was about to. I thought we were going to a different topic, but you
Yeah.
going?
No,
Hmm?
I was just gonna say like because I was curious like because I wanted to make this video and maybe you guys if you were I know we'll talk about it behind the scenes but like characters who maybe died that you would have liked to see live like an Itachi or like a Haku or something like that and Neji kind of came up from that and I was thinking about all the scenarios where Neji could have been like really useful. Even when like Isshiki shows up, like maybe Neji could provide some kind of like insight into the Byakugan or something like that. Giving Naruto or Boruto an actual strategy, and how to like deal with that particular combatant. I thought that was pretty interesting, like how he would have elevated the Byakugan, the Hyuga style of taijutsu, and then also like with the Otsutsuki and their Byakugan being so prevalent, what he could have brought to bear with that. I thought that was pretty interesting. And maybe he could have even learned some things from them, like oh, like perhaps there's like levels to like the Byakugan that I haven't even attained. Let me get this Tenseigan real quick. Like what would he have been doing when Toneri was around? Like that type of stuff is so like fascinating and interesting. Just like those what ifs. But yeah, that was really all. Because I was like, you know, what if Itachi lived and Itachi like was around training Sarada? Like that would have been so oh my god, bro. That would have been so fire, bro. So
Yeah,
heat. But yeah, stuff like
yeah,
that.
that'd be different. The only thing with Neji for me, I feel like towards the end they just ran out of things for the character to do, which kind of led for his character to kind of feel like irrelevant, even though it shouldn't have been like coming into the time skip and it was the complete different time skip, Naruto time skip, Naruto Shippuden. What's it called? Neji was a Jonin. Like we thought Neji was gonna be like that guy throughout a lot of Shippuden. At least I did, and he just didn't necessarily have that many roles. And of course, he was a Jonin. He was out doing a whole bunch of missions by himself, a bunch of stuff like that. But I just wish they like continue his storyline, and that right there made me believe like it probably wasn't necessarily a completely bad thing to have him die right there because I wouldn't necessarily completely trust him to handle his character like moving forward. Like I couldn't imagine Neji becoming like a Kawaki today or like Konohamaru today or like characters like I couldn't imagine him taking L after L. I couldn't imagine it. This is Neji this is Neji. So like I feel like they could have kept him alive, but I really wanted them to have an actual plan. And if the plan was what we're talking about now, I'd have loved it. To be honest, I'd have loved it.
Bad. What topic you want to bring up?
Oh, I've pretty much been seeing this on YouTube and on Twitter, so I feel like this could be like a big topic right now. Is Boruto or Gary Stu? Like at
You gotta
this
explain
particular
what a
point,
Gary
everybody.
Stu is for the audience.
I actually had to Google this to be honest. Uh, I'll just say what I what I memorized. But it was essentially a character that gets everything. One of the things that was like new that I didn't necessarily know is usually a character that kind of looks good, right? Which I'm guessing probably doesn't necessarily completely apply to Boruto here because let's be honest, he's an underage guy. I mean, all the females in the series call him cute anyway. I guess you could classify that as Gary Stu. So yeah, so a character who gets like pretty much all the powers, extremely strong, kind of like a Keanu Reeves type of character, Superman type of character,
Yeah,
and he's pretty much like destroying everybody.
it's like one of
Yeah,
those situations where it's like it's not earned. It's just like, oh, you
yeah,
just got this new power. Like, how did you get that? So Gary Stu is like the male version of the Mary Sue, which is a female character variety of it. But of course, like during like the whole culture war stuff and media these days, you know, characters like Rey from Star Wars or certain character I don't know, I can't think of any off the top of my head, but that's typically where it came from, like the whole culture war bullshit. But yeah, just as a brief explanation of what it is in detail. But yeah,
if only
but
know.
is Boruto a Gary Stu? I see. Okay, he's coming off of a time skip where we know he put in work and trained.
Mm,
And yeah, so I right now, like I would need to see what the argument is. Bro, I'm trying to play
mm,
Brawlhalla and talk at the same time. It's actually harder than I thought. Um, so I would just need to see what the argument is. But so I can counter specific points if need be. But just yeah,
mm.
what do you think? What do you think? Since you were on X, you saw the arguments. Maybe you have a better. Yeah.
Nah, yeah, there wasn't when it comes to X, there isn't too much like drawn out arguments. At least in an actual tweet, replies properly. An actual tweet, no. But they're just saying Boruto's too overpowered. He's a Gary Stu, a bunch of stuff like that. I've seen a couple tweets, but I feel like he isn't. One of the things that I did read also with the definition, this might not be what they were talking about, but just dictionary stuff. Gary Stu doesn't have a lot of personality, and I think Boruto completely doesn't necessarily match that. I think Boruto, when it comes to personality, he has a lot, and you usually talked about it before. The time skip, I feel like part one gives him a lot of that personality. We understand what he's coming in with it, so maybe he's quiet in part two, but we understand his personality. Not only
Mhm.
that, I feel like a lot of the enemies in Boruto right now they're also getting super strong. I feel like Boruto has to kind of be this level because the enemies are probably gonna follow. Like in part one, we've seen a lot of enemies that were like significantly stronger than Boruto. We understood that Boruto would get there, but of course, how was he gonna get there was a question. But we understood that Boruto needed to get there. And Boruto is there, and he's not completely like the strongest character in my personal opinion. Well, I don't know. I mean, Jura is a question. Shibai is a question. We don't fully know about Damon. I feel like these characters right now, like, and we're questioning them. These aren't going to be like the characters that we're going to expect to be like the actual antagonists. Like we're expecting a potential Otsutsuki in the future. We're expecting a potential stronger version of whatever Shibai is or whatever version Bug is right now. So like I feel like not Shibai, Jura, whatever version of Jury is and whatever version of Bug, I feel like they're all gonna get stronger. So because of that, I can't necessarily say Boruto is necessarily that as of yet. I- To be honest, we might go into a space where Boruto. I feel like right now we could all agree that Boruto is top five. I won't necessarily be surprised if Boruto falls out of the top five, like in the next, like let's say 20 chapters, because characters are going to be
Mm.
getting that much stronger, or villains, I should say.
Surpassed
But
by little baby Hima.
to be honest, that's a possibility too.
Two
That's
blue
a possibility
vortex.
because
Where's that second
yeah,
vortex?
that is one of the say I forget not sayings, but like that is one of the trends as well. Not trends. I forgot the actual name of it, but like I
Discourse.
forgot the name. Yeah, that's a part of discourse as well, where she could potentially be like the second vortex. But to be honest, I feel like if there is characters that would get stronger than Boruto, like it'd be the villains first. It'd probably be the
Mm.
villains first, then it'd be like the good guys. Himawari, if in terms of like the good guys, I feel like Himawari could be that. Kawaki could potentially be stronger than Boruto. I know you probably disagree with that. Um,
I think for a time he might be for sure, and I think that's good for his character because at this point, like I don't want him to keep taking L's. All memes aside, like he needs to start getting some dubs or something, some improvement. This is
yeah,
getting
true,
ridiculous.
true. Yeah, but in regards to the idea of Boruto potentially being a Gary Stewart, potentially being too strong, I feel like it's not necessarily that yet because I see paths of other people being stronger than Boruto. Nothing's really confirmed yet.
Mm.
So even as right now, Boruto could literally be like outside of the top five. But
Mm.
I feel like Boruto can easily be surpassed by a lot of people, unfortunately.
Yeah, when it comes to like for me, Boruto's not a like a Mary Sue Gary Stu right now. I think like that's clearly the truth because when he does show up, he has dominant moments, but he also has like failures and losses. You know, a lot of people disagree with me on this, but I say he lost to Bug. Bug was the only Shinju that showed up. Bug wanted to smoke with him. They engaged in a 1v1 battle, and bro literally left the battle, teleported over to Code, and then asked him for help. To me, that's an admission. And it's also very good for his character because he's willing to like take his ego aside and say, "Hey, listen, I got this needs to get done, and if I'm not even if I'm not the like the one to do it with the hero moment and all this stuff, I still need to make, sure it gets done." So he was able to even just do that. And I think that's like super impactful. And then he also failed in his mission to assassinate the Tentos. That was a failure. He panicked. He even told Kashi and Koji, like, yes, yeah, like, I'm sorry, I panicked. Like, we see vulnerability, we see struggle, we see that it's not just all a cakewalk. There are difficulties to be had in what he's trying to accomplish, right? Even when it comes to like utilizing his power with the Karma Seal, there's difficulties and struggles. He can't even work with Kawaki because of that, for whatever mysterious reason. Sorry, I'm so trash, bro. I'm trying to break down analysis and play Brawlhalla. It's insanely hard. But yeah, I just need to lose. Okay, it's just I can't play this game right now. Hold on, exit out this real quick. Sorry. But yeah. So that's really like my kind of perspective on it. I don't think that he is just this character that just dominates, and you can understand where his stuff comes from, especially coming out of a time skip, for God's sakes. And then we also got the flashback of him training, so we got like some understanding, like, hey, yeah, he has these sword techniques, not because he just got them out of the ether, but because Sasuke was actively training him in order to help him improve, obviously, right? We got the database entry about his Uzehiko, or rather, Flying Thunder God. Yes, that didn't just come out of nowhere, right? We already know that Boruto is a generational talent in terms of his intelligence and all that good stuff. And it makes a whole lot of sense given the fact that Akashi and Koji was there to help him and aid him in utilizing the jutsu to begin with. So we even have an understanding about that. And Uzehiko, yeah, he's a generational talent. People like Minato, Kakashi crafted their own techniques. Even someone like Konohamaru, a generational talent. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. A generational talent is able to infuse nature release into his Rasengan to craft a brand new variant of the jutsu. So of course Boruto is going to be able to do something like that. At bare minimum, that's the expectation. So at every turn I'm looking, no man, he's not a Gary Stu, bro. He's not a Mary Sue. The power is understandable. He has drawbacks, struggles, and failures, and all of that works in the character's favor, right? Because although he has a superhero moment in chapter 11 where he rescues two people, all that good stuff, right? Nevertheless, I'm still sitting here wondering, what is he going to do on the battlefield, given the fact that we know he can't defeat the Shinju and they can just instantaneously appear. And I don't mean instantaneously, I'm being a little hyperbolic, but they can quickly appear through those claw marks, and then he's back where he started in dire straits, right? But this time he has allies around that could potentially die. So if he's a Gary Stu, a Mary Sue, overpowered, why am I thinking that? Why am I like, oh, concerned for this brother's health? You know what I mean? Like, hey, we in dire straits right now. Hima's down, right? Kawaki's still flying for the next 25 chapters. He's a little slow. He'll get there. And Sarada, I think Sarada's fine if the paralysis is gone. That last little panel where Boruto's kind of like standing over her after helping her, she didn't look like damaged or anything. But
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think
think,
she's straight.
yeah, I'm not sure if how much he'll be able to actually, help him at this current level if they start ganging up on them. Bit Konohamaru's on the scene. He can match some speed stuff, but I'm not sure in a prolonged battle what he's even doing. So nah, bro. I just think, yeah, he's fine. He's clean right now. Those allegations are false in my opinion, but maybe people have a different opinion, which is fine. But yeah, those are my thoughts on it.
Yeah, in regards to like power, there was like I felt so safe like early Boruto when Naruto was around. Like I just knew no one's going to beat Naruto. I don't really get that feeling right now from Boruto. It's like because that I wouldn't necessarily classify him as Gary Stu, but I would say, to be honest, I wouldn't necessarily mind having a Gary Stu or Mary Sue. To be honest, like I don't necessarily in regards to power, I don't necessarily see like a completely bad thing in regards to like just having a like an overpowered Boruto just going around like and destroying everybody. It depends on how they write it. Like I feel like
Right.
it all depends on if they make it entertaining enough to be like worth reading. And I feel like they could, but you never really know. But I wouldn't necessarily mind it.
Yeah, yeah. It's definitely interesting. You know, I if anything, oddly enough, I think you would maybe have a better case for Sarada on a surface level, just given what she did with Hirari. depending on where you scale Hirari and if all that checks out, you might have a bigger case of claiming that she's a Mary Sue if you don't like look deeply into like some explanations as to how she could get to that level of power, right? Given her genetics, her nature, her nurture, all that good stuff. If you're not like interested in or capable of breaking it down in that way, then you could probably look at what she did, getting everything, and then say, oh man, like that power's not earned. Like Kishimoto or whoever's writing this is just giving these Boruto era characters everything. Back in the day, we had to run up a tree 30 times just to get it right. And now all of a sudden, like Kawaki can just stroll up a tree like it's nothing. Like back in my day, head ass. Like those types of people, yeah, like I get it. It's just the Dragon Ball people. Like, oh, we got the tingly back stuff. Like Vegeta and Goku had the struggle. People had to die, and there was a meteor in Vegeta, threw a temper tantrum and became Super Saiyan. Like all of that stuff is like, bro, listen, man. It's fine to compare that stuff to the past, but this Boruto season, okay? The days of Naruto is gone. Okay, it's long gone. Accept reality, bro. It's Boruto season. It is what it is, bro. We had an interesting conversation about like what the actual series means and where's the story going. And I do think in that conversation we had the other day with Ood, I will say that, yeah, man, I think we talk a little too much about power scaling because it is a little sparse when it comes to the story a bit. And, yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting, but it was also very cool to get another person's perspective on what the story meant. And I thought that was pretty interesting what Udi had to say. And if you guys want to know what Udi had to say, definitely check out that podcast, okay? I believe it's still up on the Cloud Ninja podcast. Definitely check that out. If you want to get into the intricate details, breaking down the series and its deeper meanings, okay? We kind of cook with that. And also a tier list. We also did a tier list of ranking the strongest characters in the verse in the TBV so far. A little contentious, but all tier lists are. And we had some fun with it, but yeah.
What was one of the arguments you had about that or in that?
Bro, I'm literally trying to promo oh, sorry, hold on.
I just wanted one. I just wanted one. My bad.
Hold on 1 second. Yo, Butters, thank you so much for the 17 membership. You're awesome, bro. Appreciate that. We'll get to your comment right now. Yeah, just in a bit. Just one of the arguments. I mean, I feel like if I give you one, it kind of defeats the purpose of them watching the video. Like, well, I guess it was basically Udi said like to him one of the themes, one of the purposes, one of the underlying themes of the series right now is that of identity.
Oh no! I meant character-wise. The character.
Okay.
Y'all did tier list.
Oh yes. What specifically are you asking me about the tier list?
Oh, you said there was like a couple of contentions I had. I just want to know like one.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, without having it up, it would be Ada, just her hack-based abilities. That was kind of always an issue. Maybe the scaling for the Sasuke that trained with Boruto for a year, because I have him over the Rinnegan Sasuke. I don't think there was any contention amongst us about that, but yeah, I think he got stronger over the course of training with Boruto for a year, and that might be a little contentious. For whatever reason, I know you're probably one of these people because we've had a conversation about this. People don't think code is relative to Boruto. I get it if you're looking at the surface level of, oh, well, he lost and he lost bad. But if you look at like the deeper meanings of it, like, yeah, so I had him behind Boruto a little bit, but
well, define relative.
Define just next to, close by, in the same hemisphere, ballpark.
Well, no,
like,
yeah, I'd say
same like
relative.
Yeah.
I'd say he's relative.
Yeah. But yeah, that's kind of. I can maybe send you like a screenshot if you want to see it.
Well,
Of what we got so
I'll
far.
take a look. The only thing that I don't necessarily know completely about is the Sasuke thing, and you pretty much already said it's probably gonna be like super contentious. But like, I think we need more information. It's definitely possible. 1,000% is definitely possible. But I want to know specifically what did Sasuke do, because we seen Boruto trained, But it's possible that Sasuke was going through some training of his own. Like, and if that's the case, like, I think it's definitely possible that for him potentially surpass the Rinnegan version. We talked about this, I think, a couple pods ago, where Kakashi, his drawback with the Sharingan was the fact that he didn't have a lot of chakra, and it was stated that he got stronger after he lost the Sharingan. And we know from Sasuke, almost every single battle he went into with the Rinnegan, he was lacking at least some portion of his chakra. I believe it's possible, like, depending on the kinds of training with that extra chakra he now has, like, he could easily be like a lot stronger than what he was, like, and of course potentially surpass his Rinnegan version. So I don't think that's too crazy, but like, I just want to know more in regards to Sasuke's time skip.
Yeah. I always, when I remember to do this, I always try to tell people, like, I can't speak for anyone else, but when I do power scaling or a tier list or whatever, I'm not trying to find some 100% factual information or like say my opinion is the opinion or like define the meta or define this. Like, I'm not trying to do that. I'm one, above all else, it's fun. Okay, that's, I know people forget that it's fun. It's just supposed to be fun and entertaining. As a creator, that's my goal, largely. And then two, I'm trying to find like a loose scaling. I'm like, listen, the meta's gonna shift and change and wax and wane. I'm just trying to get like the gist, but I'm trying to get as close as I possibly can using sound reasoning, analysis, feats, whatever the case may be, and less like as least as few assumptions as possible or theories as possible. Although that's inevitable, I think, given the lack of information about this stuff. So that's the list I just posted. When it comes to that version of Sasuke, and he's above Himawari on that list, and in between Himawari and Mitsuri, if you're looking for him. This particular, so my argument was simple, but I think it's the maybe one of the stronger ones given the lack of information. And it's just that, like, if you scale the claw grimes 2 years into the future, I'm not saying they got stronger, but at the very least, they maintained some strength. I don't think there's indication that they would have lost anything. So Cho in base is calling them like pathetic. Like, she just boxing with them pretty effortlessly, and it's only when they like sneak attack her do they kind of become an issue, right? And there's no indication of like some Rinnegan claw grime when Sasuke was fighting them. I kind of checked and I didn't see that. So when I look at Sasuke and even Boruto, I'm like, where's that battle damage coming from? Because I don't see the claw grimes being of level to even cause that kind of damage to Sasuke and to Boruto, given what Cho was doing to them, which like Shikadai was doing to them 2 years in the future. Unless you want to say like base Cho is above like Sasuke, that's wild to me.
No.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm sitting here thinking like, well, if that battle damage, like process of elimination, must come from code. And if Sasuke's taking damage from code, that scales his durability. At bare minimum, code is like above Jigen, right? And we know Rinnegan Sasuke is below Jigen. So he's like, I can maybe scale his durability through that. Also, his ability to bypass code's durability with his blade, right? Because if the blade isn't strong enough or whatever the case may be, like it'll just like hit his skin and then he'll just be fine or whatever the case may be, or dodge it. And if we don't have like context, which we don't, like, oh well, Boruto helped him. Well, I don't know that. All I know is that he was damaged and he spoke on who did it. Uchiha Sasuke. That's all I know. He never mentioned, oh man, that killer combo between you and Boruto. Like, no, he didn't say any of that, bro. He was holding his eye. Damn it, Uchiha Sasuke. So I don't know how it happened. I just know Sasuke is the one that did it. So now I'm like, okay, Sasuke's offensive output is like beyond this dude's durability. And then his durability, Sasuke's, can like endure his AP from code. Excuse me. From code, if everything checks out. So I'm like, yeah, like, and then also what you said where, excuse me, and then also what you said where, yeah, he doesn't have that like Rinnegan draining him, and the Rinnegan was an asset in a lot of ways, but it was also kind of a liability too sometimes, in a lot of ways. So yeah, I just think training with an Otsutsuki for a year is probably going to get you stronger, and I think that's just my argument for it. But that was the things I thought would be a little contentious. Maybe Mitsuki and Konohamaru over Kawaki as well. because Kawaki was on this list. I think I had him on God level behind Ada, and I made like an argument for it. They tried to argue against it, but couldn't. But yeah.
Oh no, I can't see how that right there is accurate. All due respect, all due respect.
Now I feel you. It's just that if you look at the feats, he has better feats in TBV than Kawaki. I think story wise, it doesn't make sense for him to be stronger than Kawaki, but feats wise, he just has better feats.
Oh, that's fair. Up until now, you could say that. The
Um,
fight against Boruto, I feel like that right there looked crazy. That looked crazy.
but yeah, Kawaki. Yeah, see, I don't even consider that. I don't even think that matters. Like any fight where he's not in
Doesn't have
karma,
karma.
yeah, I don't even really care about that too much. In terms of like scaling, but the
From what
problem
we
is,
see.
yeah, the problem is like when he is in his karma, he gets like washed by Jura. So I can't even really like measure that. All I know is Jura wasn't really going all out, given his dialogue with Himawari in chapter 11. So, or at least he wasn't doing what he wasn't putting forth his full capacity or some higher level of capacity or whatever the case may be. If you don't want to say going all out, whatever. But yeah, so that was really my thing. So he got like packed up like low diff by a dude who wasn't even trying. So I'm not even sure how I can even use that. And then conversely, like Konohamaru going up against, in my opinion, a superior version of Hirari because he's like dodging like the Chidori or whatever. So I found that to be pretty interesting. But that was just some of the logic behind it. But yeah. Shikamaru scaling was interesting as well. But yeah.
The crazy thing about Shikamaru, bruh, I feel like he'd get stronger. I feel like he could get stronger. Either he's gonna die, or he's gonna get stronger. I don't really see him staying stagnant. I think he's too smart to stay stagnant. I see him kind of, and this right here might be a fault of mine. I like to I like to compare the old generation to the new generation.
It's
I
fun.
wouldn't I wouldn't necessarily call it crazy to compare Shikamaru to like a Kakashi in regards to like relationship to like the newer. I wouldn't not complete relationship, but like hierarchy. I'd say like the person really above Boruto, Sarada, and the rest of Team Seven right now is just the Kage, in my personal opinion. I feel like they're not necessarily going to be answering to too much people, and I feel like just that, like out, like the master of a Team Seven at this particular point, I'd probably say it's Shikamaru, and eventually, I feel like because like I do compare the Kakashi and Shikamaru thing, I feel like eventually he can get stronger. Now the metrics on how I feel like he can get stronger, and this might just be like the idea again of like comparison. The last Hokage Naruto, he dabbled into some scientific technology as well. Remember that arm that Katasuke kind of gave him,
Yeah.
and he kind of sparred alongside Boruto. He pretty much embarrassed Boruto at that particular time. We understood that, but because he's like the Kage, he's gonna be like privy to like all the cutting edge technology. I wouldn't necessarily think it's too crazy for him to like delve into one of the OP ones that pops up, and then all of a sudden Shikamaru just gets this crazy power up. Shikamaru's boxing with Code, like all of a sudden. I wouldn't necessarily find that too crazy.
Yeah. That'd be yeah. No, I think so. I think scale is so interesting. If you can, I always say if you do it, depends on who you do it with. If you do it with cool people and then your intent behind it, it's just be like really fun. But yeah, so far I haven't really, seen any like toxic shit around it. So it's just been like all vibes, all good times. But we do got some. We do got some. Jesus, my vocabulary. We do have some a few donations, super chats.
Yes, sir.
So I would like to get to my boy Butters really quickly. I thank you so much for your 17-month membership. Tier
Butters.
1. Yeah, big Butters, bro, big Butters.
I just think of
so
South
Butter
Park when I
says-
hear Butters. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So Butters says, how bro said y'all. You got me out here saying y'all? Really, Butters? How do y'all think Isshiki stacks against Jura / Hidari 1v1? Some people argue Isshiki gets folded easily, but gut feeling, I think it may be a good fight. So how do you guys think Isshiki Otsutsuki stacks up against Jura / Hidari 1v1?
I think he probably beats Hidari. I don't know how he does against Jura because we haven't really seen Jura go all out yet. He said that Himawari is the only person that made him want to at least dive a little bit into what he could actually do. But like outside of that, we haven't necessarily seen it, and that right there opens the door to a potential jutsu that he hasn't necessarily shown, a potential trump card that he hasn't potentially shown. Now, let's be honest, like we're talking Boruto TBV, a potential dojutsu that he hasn't necessarily shown. So like, I feel like at this particular point, I can't necessarily say for sure with Jura, but like with Hidari, I feel like that's more of like an understandable one. We've seen Jigen versus Sasuke, and of course Isshiki versus Sasuke, but I wouldn't even necessarily classify that as a battle. But like tendencies for tendencies, I wouldn't necessarily say it's like a terrible battle for Isshiki Otsutsuki. So like I would go him, even though Sasuke and now Hidari with like the claw marks has so much. His bag is so it's so deep. Like, let's be honest. Like he has the Kyrie level esque bag. He has the Rob Dillingham type of bag. So I feel like there's a couple things Hidari could do, but I feel like overall Ishiki probably beats Hidari. I don't know about Jura.
Question concerning in the super chat. Would you say that the Shinju are 10 cells level or above?
I'd say above.
Above 10 cells level?
Above.
Yeah. I only asked that because Jigen was using them to, juice himself up. And he pretty much kept them as like a house cat and shit like that. So I was like just trying to observe your guys' opinion on that. But I definitely think that the Shinju will lose. But I do think that who did you say, Ishiki or Jigen? Which one?
Ishiki.
Oh yeah, Ishiki definitely will give them a run for their money for sure.
Yeah.
I don't think Ishiki would possibly win. I think the power levels have succeeded what Ishiki, the power that Ishiki demonstrated. I think they're well above that now. But I don't think that he's like going to get washed, like one shot at like Kawaki or anything like that. I think he'll be able to hold his own. Now I ain't even trying to throw shade at Kawaki. I'm like Ishiki is more he's more adept to his dojutsu than Kawaki is. He's had it for over 1,000 years. Kawaki had it for a couple years. You know what I mean? So that's the only reason why I say that.
Yeah. Hold on, let me move my mic real quick.
Oh, would you want to finish your super chat or?
Yeah, I'm about to answer it right now.
All right, I just didn't want to interrupt with a super chat. Go ahead.
Yeah. For me, it just depends on where you scale code, to be honest. Because if you scale code Ishiki level plus, then obviously Ishiki's not really doing anything against the Shinju. Yeah. If you only have him over Jigen, then that gets a little bit more interesting. So I have scaling that gets code Ishiki plus that I've yet to see any like really good arguments against.
What's your?
I've had a few, but
what's the points that you make?
You want me to go over it now?
I mean,
okay.
Why not?
So basically, okay, sure. Hold on, give me a second.
let me bring out my my book real quick so I can read it verbatim.
Hell yeah, man. Let me lay down some law. My bad. I yelled. Yeah, so I'll get some screenshots for you just to kind of visual aids.
For sure.
Damn, I need some water. Holy shit. I need to get a moist mouth like free game. That's crazy.
Hey, bro. Hey, okay. Come on, man. How you? How you gonna keep on bringing this up, bro?
Listen, the streets remember, bro. Okay, so for this one, so basically, what you want to do, you can follow me there. I posted
shit.
it.
Hold on, let me let me bring these up.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. You doing it in order?
Pretty much, yeah. Okay. So you can start with the one where
I got it on the screen.
Right there. Okay. Yeah, bet. All right. So basically, the point of this and the next one is to confirm who gave him. Some of this is going to be really simple, but I think it's just important to just lay the foundation. So it's to confirm who gave him the karma, where his power is coming from karma-wise, and what karma does for him, that being code. So just like with Kawaki, Isshiki implanted code's karma, but code failed to become a vessel. So it merely lends him strength, right? So it's a powerful weapon, a great asset to a warrior. So he failed to become a vessel, so his genetics weren't rewritten to become an Otsutsuki, which Boruto will confirm later on in these screenshots. However, that's irrelevant to the power that he gets from it. So we know Ishii gave him the karma, and we know that he gets the warrior or weapon aspects of it. It merely lends him strength. So it lends him strength.
Right.
So we go to the next one. This is him talking about code. So he says his body retains karma's aspects of being a weapon. So that's the important part. So then we're gonna move on to where he's explaining the true essence of karma, because Boruto is fighting him with karma, but he's not bringing the full power of it. And he's explaining, like, I'm not this strong just because karma is increasing my physical stats or whatever. It's also like the battle tactics over a millennia. This is this explanation. So this gets him like a knowledge of karma. Is like actually really important, because if Kawaki and Boruto actually knew how to use karma, even though it didn't fully extract, we know that they could access 100% of that power if they knew how to. Because number one, code is not rewritten and he can access that power, but he's just limited at this moment. And then number two, Momoshiki himself has knowledge of it to where he can just tap into 18% that wasn't even extracted, convert it into Boruto's DNA and save his life. So knowledge about karma equals more power because you have the ability to access it. That's the problem with Kawaki. And these little versions that we say they go through is because they just don't know what the hell they're doing, which is basically the purpose of this conversation on a surface level between Code right here talking about true essence. But this is just to confirm his knowledge of karma. So then we're going to move over. And this is just an extension of what I just said, the next panel, where he's talking about over a millennia of battle tactics or whatever, combat experience. We're going to move on to the next one. So in the next one, this is just the confirmation of what it does. It makes you stronger, increase, basically Kawaki's dialogue, but this is kind of irrelevant. We can move on. The next one too, we can move on. This is just Naruto confirming it doesn't just it's not just your power and speed, but your strength of your jutsu increase as well. It's just confirming like what does karma do. It's just simple shit. We can move on from that. So this part's important. Like, what is karma? So basically, Amato explains it using Boruto as an example, but for our context, we'll replace Momo and Boruto with Code and Isshiki. So, Isshiki converted himself into data, replicated himself, and implanted that into Code's body. Remember, we're changing the context. So we know the karma equals Otsutsuki, the Otsutsuki. It's them in another form, right? And we do know, given the first panel we went over, that Isshiki put the karma on Code, and he still maintains the weapon aspects of it, or the strength. It merely lends him strength. And then in the next panel in TBV, Boruto has a hypothesis about how the Shinju come about. He's talking to Sarada and Sumire, and he says, and I'll explain the important part. The theory itself doesn't matter. It's what what he says to justify the theory. So this is Boruto. He probably sends Otsutsuki power, Kawaki, all that stuff. So he says, I don't know exactly how or why, but there's a strong possibility that Code's chakra is affecting them. He may not be an Otsutsuki, but he's got a karma that came from Isshiki, which is a lump of Otsutsuki essence, which we already been over. Karma equals that Otsutsuki, just in a different form. So it having some effect wouldn't be a surprise. So the important part here is not, again, the hypothesis about the Shinju, but him confirming that Code has Ishiki's chakra, because Code's chakra is affecting them, which are the Biju. His chakra would only affect them if we're talking about it being Otsutsuki, which is why he goes on to explain in detail what he means by that. So Code,
explain
me
real
up.
quick. How do we get the fact that he has Ishiki's chakra?
I just explained it. Because
Boruto says because of the karma.
Yeah, Boruto says Code's chakra is affecting them, the Biju, like the Shinju. So how does Code's chakra even affect them? Well, he explains. Yo, so this is his hypothesis about the Shinju, right? Because he says, Sumire says, "What do you mean?" He says they've all started evolving, and then he explains what he thinks is the culprit of that, the reason for that. So he says Code's chakra is affecting them. Code's a human who was like modified, as far as we know, time of recording. Nothing really special there. So his chakra would not be affecting them under any conditions that we know of. that's been in the lore of the entire franchise. We know that
But,
Otsutsuki's chakra
um,
do.
I, I guess the only reason why I'm kind of uneasy about this because
Mhm.
Amano just said Code's chakra was affecting him.
Oh, I'm sorry. Who said that? You said
I forgot
Mata?
I
Boruto.
forgot
Boruto.
Boruto just said that his chakra was affecting him.
Yeah. Where are you going with this? That's what I said. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what.
but
Yeah.
no, you said like his chakra can affect him, but it
No.
is.
No. I read it like verbatim. It says Code's chakra is affecting them
Yes.
via the claw grind. That's what I'm. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, how is Code's chakra affecting them?
It's
Like
cold.
affecting their evolution.
Well, it says because
remember
of
this is
Isshiki's essence and the claw and the karma.
right. So what he's doing is he's no longer drawing a real. He is, but he's basically he's effectively understanding that because Ishiki's dead, the power of Ishiki is Code's power. So when he says Code's chakra is affecting them, and then he goes on to explain like he's not an Otsutsuki, but he has the karma that came from Ishiki, which is a lump of Otsutsuki essence. All that he's saying Code has Ishiki's chakra. That's what this is telling you through the claw marks, through the claw grimes to the tin tails, which made them evolve into the Shinju. This is his hypothesis.
Even if that's a hypothesis, I don't think he said anything about chakra. Though.
I literally read it though.
You said his essence. That's not his chakra.
So let's look up essence. Hold on. We can look up the definition for essence, and then also I gave you all the other lore about what karma is. Like there's even another scan here that explains what karma is. Again, we can get to that as well. Hold on, give me a second. I really do feel like y'all just be arguing just to argue, bro.
Like, that's what the podcast is.
Nah, like
no, not even the podcast, just the community. It's just so interesting. Okay. So a property or group of properties of something without which it would not exist or be what it is. Very wordy way.
I got the I can't even say that. Intrinsic nature or indispensable quality of something, especially something abstract that determines its character.
Yeah, so basically something like distinct to a person or a thing, like something like specific.
A property or group of properties of something without which it would not exist or be what it is. So there you go.
Yeah, so like you are you for like there's it's like some kind of like philosophical shit, but basically they're saying like essence is just another word for saying like this is in this context this is Isshiki, like the karma is Isshiki. And we know that that's the case because if you go back to when Amato's explaining what it is, he says, during the battle, Momoshiki converted himself into data, replicated himself, and implanted that into Boruto's body. And then if you fast forward to the next panel beyond the Boruto one, this is Momo explaining what he did to bring Boruto back to life or whatever. He says, as you know, your karma contains all of me in data form compressed. That alone is just period. And he actually ends the sentence with a period. About 82% has already been extracted and blah, 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 right? This other part is just context that's not relevant to us. But the relevant part is, as you know, your karma contains all of me in data form compressed. So when we go back to Boruto's so real quick. So when we go back to Boruto's conversation, when he says it's a lump of Otsutsuki essence, this is like newer. This is basically saying what Momoshiki just said, what Amato said in the past, just in an updated form in TBV. He's saying this is what karma is. The reason why Coach Chakra is affecting the tin tails through the claw grimes is because he has karma, and because he has karma, he has Isshiki Otsutsuki's chakra. So it's not Coach Chakra that's necessarily affecting them. It's not his chakra that's necessarily affecting them. It's Otsutsuki Ishiki's chakra. But because Code has his karma, Well, okay, we can agree to disagree, but I've presented the argument. I'm not going to argue with you. It's
No,
right
no, I
there on
see you.
panel. Yeah.
No, yeah, that's pretty much what
Yeah.
I didn't necessarily know the actual argument, but I know it now. But
Yeah.
yeah,
So and then also because he was unlimited, and there's nothing stating in the series that he ought to have any kind of limitations on how much power he accesses from karma, and then also because I established his knowledge of karma, given the true essence stuff. Um, this gives me plenty enough reason to arrive at the conclusion that he should be using Isshiki's chakra. I mean, Boruto says it, says it. Again, the theory or the hypothesis is irrelevant. The fact that he even believes that Code has Ishiki's chakra to even make the hypothesis work to begin with is the important part. I think all of this is plenty enough evidence to say or feel comfortable saying that he's Ishiki plus. But hey, I'm not going to sit here and argue with it. I presented this stuff. You either believe it or you don't.
no, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. I'd still have Code a little bit lower, but I could see how you get there. I could see how you get there.
Okay.
Free game. What was your thoughts about this?
Oh, I mean, he explained it. I mean, I was really agreeing with him.
Oh, you kind of asked him to go through it.
Nah, I'm sorry. I gotta do the background shit too, so I'll be going in and out. So I was like pulling up panels and everything too, so it's hard for me to concentrate on both things. I apologize.
Nah, I see what you mean. One of the questions we asked, like while you was going no free game, we asked like, was Boruto a Gary Stu? You want to answer that real quick? Get back to the super chats after this.
Yeah. Well, Apex Calibre shot us a $2 donation answering that question. He said he failed to save Sasuke, not a Gary Stu. So, I mean, just off of that, I do agree. And he lost. If you want to say like Mello say he lost against Bug, I'll give it to him just off of the confrontation. And if you want to say that he lost against Bug, that would diminish the Gary Stu statement as well, because the Gary Stu is like comes and demolishes everything most of the time. So I wouldn't consider him a Gary Stu just yet. No. He does have the qualities though. You know how he like just pretty much easily fucking defeated Miski, Kawaki, and Code. So like he has the qualities, but I think that was just his presentation, so we can see that he has boosted in strength. Like they're just trying to show that he's something different now. He's not the same Boruto that he was in the first series. So I think that's why he was just kicking ass at the beginning. But we're going to take I guarantee we're going to see him take at least a couple L's coming up.
He's already taken quite a few, so I think it's great.
Yeah,
he's a great character so far. I don't see the allegation sticking with Gary Stu, in my opinion. But
no.
Did you think it like I didn't catch that part? I was trying to listen while I was like gone. What was your argument for it? Do you think he's a Gary Stu?
No, I don't think so. No.
Yeah.
Oh, I know you already answered, Mel. I was talking about Bar. Sorry.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're good.
I don't think he's a Gary Stu. Nah, not at all. I feel like in my personal opinion, I think that Boruto right now he might be in the top 5, but I think it's easily possible that he falls out of the top 5. Also, he lost fights. You pretty much brought that up. What else? Also, yeah, the personality aspect as well. This is one of the things that I did see when I looked up the actual definition of Gary Stu. It said a character with no personality. Boruto is completely not that. What's it called? Mel kind of hit on this as well when he was talking about it after the time skip. Like, we essentially know how he got, well, not necessarily know exactly how he got this strong, but we know generally how he got this strong. We know of his personality. We know about the trials and tribulations he went through. And also, we kind of understand, like, this is, like, the time. Like, we were crying, like, for a long time. Like, hey, when is Boruto finally going to get his time? It was Naruto series. It was Sasuke series. Then it was Kawaki series. So, like, this is Boruto's time. It's like, nah, Boruto's definitely not a Gary Stu, in my personal opinion.
Yo, do y'all think that he's what's the chances do you guys think that he's actually pulling off of the battle experience from Momoshiki, making him the elite fighter that he is now, or do you think it was just all training with Sasuke and Kashin Koji that made him the force he is right now?
It is I would say I have no evidence to say that he's relying on the. You said battle strength or battle knowledge?
Battle knowledge, battle experience, and stuff like that. 1,000 years.
I I have no reason to believe he has any battle knowledge from Momoshiki.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you think it's just pure training with Sasuke and Kashin Koji that got him to where he's at right now?
Yes.
Okay. What about
I
you?
think it's all work.
Hard work pays
We might
off.
have to disagree on it. I feel like there's a little bit of Momoshiki's influence, and it wouldn't necessarily be like Boruto, like reaching for Momoshiki. One of the things that they kind of said pre time skip, they were kind of making it clear like Momoshiki's his thoughts and his ideas, and even like let's say tactics potentially like it hasn't necessarily been in a series, but I'm assuming is like subconsciously leaking to Boruto. So I'm guessing like even if Boruto doesn't actually want to reach for some of that intel that Momoshiki has, he does subconsciously because he just knows. It just becomes a part of his own experience because they're just so connected. Put it like that.
They kind of plugged that hole. So like basically he said like you don't have to worry about this anymore. That's what Momo said to Boruto. Like the whole I call it like the karmic glitch that happened where his like experiences were like leaking over. That's not a thing anymore.
It's not. When was this? Maybe
Sometime after it happened, there's not that many chapters following
You
it
said when
happening.
was this? Shortly after it happened.
I mean, I don't know like what do you want me to like a
I mean, like what
specific chapter number? Like I
go
don't
back and watch. Yeah, like I
That was
don't
a
know.
good
I
one.
mean, maybe probably with I would imagine like the first 5 chapters post when it happened. Yeah, I don't know. But I do know it happened. I
that,
mean,
that was a great answer. Shit, shortly after it happened. I mean,
I'll be ask chat. I mean, chat can find it for you. But yeah, no, that's not a thing anymore. In terms of like it involuntarily giving him knowledge and all that stuff. I mean, you could maybe say, oh, well, he's fighting code, and there's a statement from like maybe Kawaki saying something about Boruto's fighting style or whatever. But bro is fighting like Boruto, like all that nonsense. Is bro's he fights like Sasuke, like.
mm-hmm.
And if you could say, oh well,
True.
maybe he's fighting like how Momoshiki would fight with Sasuke. It's like, can you prove that? No, okay. So nice theory. So no. So yes, I would just say Boruto what he has right now. I mean, clearly, to me they're doing like this whole Naruto don't rely on Kurama's power at the start of Shippuden, even though he always used his power at the start of Shippuden. But for Boruto, it's clearly like he either can't or doesn't want to use karma any more than he already has to through the stuff on his chest or whatever. He is 18% Otsutsuki rewritten like forever, so his base is going to get like an amp from that just in general. So when people say, "Oh, he's base Boruto," it's like, yeah, for him base Boruto, but he's still Otsutsuki even in base, that type of stuff. And we know they have like a separate and distinct like, chakra signature because it doesn't register as Momoshiki when he enters the village. It registers as Boruto. And of course, he still has his blonde hair, blue eyes, and the whiskers, which are genetic characteristics of his parents, or at least parent is his daddy. He got a lot of his dad in him. So there's all of that. So yeah, like they're still separate and distinct. And yeah, Boruto. Basically, I think maybe the underlying point is he earned the level of power that he has. And we know that because we understand that he trained. We don't need to see specifically. We just know that he did. And he's a genius. So maybe it wasn't as difficult. But even with flying Raijin, he still is like, yo, I'm not as good as my pops, my grandpops. Like he still got some stuff to do. So like they're adding things in to let you know, yeah, he's him because he has to be. He's a main character. And honestly, it's about damn time because Kawaki was holding it down his series. So, but they're also letting you know, like, yeah, but the shit ain't perfect. There's still room for improvement, and that's a master class to me. So, yeah, just my opinion, though.
1000%. We got more super chats.
We just got Apex Calibre. He shot us a $2 donation. He said the Shinju are now like in perfect form soon. Oh, sell perfect form soon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bug sells a bug. Bug is bug. The Henny Lord. Going after 18 and 17. Damon and Ada. I'm telling you.
Definitely no. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I remember we had like an idea that maybe Damon and Ada could potentially be like the new androids. Maybe Jura or Hidari is like the new Cell, or maybe Bug like the new Cell. But you never know.
Bro, remember the Pure Lens and Boruto training there and shit? What if Bug gets one shot in? Just you dropping a series or you? You stick
Bro,
with
you
it.
hurt my soul when you said the Pure Lands and Boruto training there. Why you do that, bro? Why you bring that up, man? Why you gotta bring up old shit, man? What you do?
Bring it up, old shit to contend with new shit that you're bringing up.
If Bug gets one shot at, I'm not dropping the series, but I will talk bad about it. Listen, I'm gonna make my money regardless. So if hey, look, I could make I could definitely make more money by shit talking Boruto.
Yeah.
I don't because I actually like the series, but yeah, if they do some stupid shit, then I'm a fucking flame their ass for it. Hell yeah. So no, I ain't gonna stop watching. I'm gonna watch more. Okay, and yeah, I'm gonna pack them up.
Or talking about that, like I saw this video, and this dude only has like 3 or 4 videos, and one of his videos is like why the Naruto series sucks or some shit. That shit got like 4 million views. Bro only got 3 videos. I was like, God damn.
Yeah, people like negativity.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, you know, shit. It's because of the title. I was like, yeah, smart man. I know he made a bag off that video.
Well, it depends on how many subs he got.
He has over 1 million subs too. Off of just that's what I'm like. He has 3 videos. This shit is insane.
He probably either converted an audience, he got bots, or he had content that he just removed down to 3 videos.
True.
You don't just get 1 million subs from like even 4 million views don't get you 1 million subs, bro. That probably gets you 20K subs.
Well, he had
I'm not gonna
the other 3 videos that they was over 1 million as well too, though.
Yeah, that doesn't get you over 1 million subs. That's not how YouTube works.
He was kicking ass. Oh, I know, and they was in his comments like, "When are you gonna drop another video?" He was all years ago and shit.
Yeah. But yeah, your negativity definitely sells. If I was more of a businessman, I'd probably lean into that, but that shit's kind of draining on my energy. So I don't like, I'm not fake like that. Like, if I don't like it, I'll speak on it. But if I like it, then I can't not just lie and be like, oh, this shit is dog shit. Like, no, I actually like it. Like, I can't even, like, it wouldn't even sound right. Like, you would tell that I'm bullshit. And you like, honest.
I gotta start lying when it comes to Naruto Part 1, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Land of Waves, greatest arc of all time. I gotta start.
Bro, I think nah, bro. Listen, we had an arc Naruto arc ranking video from all like Part 1 and Shippuden on our Peak Fiction channel, and like, I know, bro, the cap. This, bro, what did you said this? You would rather watch Sasuke versus Itachi than the entire Chunin exam arc. I couldn't fucking believe you said that, bro.
Absolutely.
That's sorry ass.
I said I'll go back and watch.
No, you were talking about Part 1. You were talking about Part 1.
I'll go back and watch Itachi and Sasuke's altercation before
in the hallway, in the hotel, motel, the no-till motel, in the hallway.
Yeah.
You would rather watch
what?
Than the entire arc.
In the Toad's belly when Jiraiya had to use the summoning, and then Jiraiya had to all that. Give me that.
No,
give me that,
Bro, y'all gotta watch that
video,
Mangekyo
Sharingan. I want to see all that before I see whatever when Sakura was doing. What are we doing,
bro? It's not, bro. I love how you pick out of the entire. Not Lee versus Gaara, not Sasuke versus Gaara, not Sasuke versus Orochimaru, not Neji. No, Sakura versus Ino. Come on, bro. What are we doing? What are we doing? No, listen, bro. It's not just this take, bro. You said like the search for Tsunade arc was better than the Chunin exam. You said Kona,
absolutely.
Bro, you had some takes, bro. You got, bro, them hot takes was oof.
I gotta go back and see what everything that was in the search for Tsunade. I feel like a lot of people rank arcs, and it might just be my opinion, but like I feel like a lot of people rank arcs just based off nostalgia. Like if we're just going like entertainment factor, at least for me, and again, this could be like a subjective thing. Like, I don't think it's close. Like, the Tsunade arc had way more stuff. It had Sanin. This is the first time we've seen Sanin fight amongst each other. Like,
bro, we had Sanin in the Chunin arc.
When was this?
You had Jiraiya training Naruto, and we had Sasuke versus Orochimaru. Orochimaru was a demon.
No, I get what you mean, but like, it's different just having the guy there, and then them fighting against each other.
They didn't even really do shit, bro. Like Jiraiya was drunk. Jiraiya was drunk. Tsunade, she was fine, but like her battle prowess, all her slut can do is like spit acid, bro. It's not like
we didn't know that, but we didn't know that.
And heal.
Again, it started. It's Academy, then Genin, then Chunin, then Jonin. and then some some mystery stuff no one ever seen before. It's only 3 of them on a planet, and they're all about to fight. Bruh, I was gassed. And it wasn't only that. I feel like most of my argument when it came to the Tsunade arc wasn't even based on Tsunade. It was based on Itachi putting Kakashi under, what was it, Tsukiyome. Kisame was there. Like, the whole entire thing was Conan tried to put Itachi under a Genjutsu. Still a legendary scene to this moment. Like, come on. Like, in my personal opinion, the Tsunade arc is just entertainment factor. There's a lot of stuff that happened. I gotta Google to see exactly everything that did happen,
Bro,
because I'm doing so much disjustice right now.
we didn't
So
say
much injustice.
we didn't say it was like a mid arc. I mean, I think I maybe said it was mid. I ain't gonna hold you, but they were
No,
the majority wasn't saying it was mid. We're just saying it's not better than tuning exams.
I feel like if I
Tuning exams was
list,
different.
I feel like if I list actual events that happened in both arcs, I come up with way more stuff in the Tsunade arc. Way more stuff.
It's not what you. It's not. It's about. It's not quantity. It's quality, man. It's quality.
Yes,
Listen.
the
Listen.
quality.
I respect your opinion, bro.
This is
I can
Itachi's
respect
first
it.
appearance in the series.
I don't like it, but I can respect it. That shit wild, bro. Like I don't know, bro. I don't know.
I don't know if you've seen. I don't know if you noticed the aura Itachi came in the series with, partner. This was
Bro.
everybody's profile picture was Itachi. Everybody's home screen laptop was Itachi. Bro, the aura he came in with in the
Bro,
Tsunade
said
arc with,
partner.
he was
fine.
unheard of.
No, no.
Yo, that's crazy.
Unheard of.
That's crazy because I'm
I
looking
got
at an
you.
Itachi poster right now on my wall. That's wild. I'm like, I just looked up and was like, yo, I do have an Itachi poster
Bro.
right here, right above my computer.
This is what I'm saying.
No, you talking about unheard of, bro. What happened when Guy came in? Dynamic entry. He came in with that motherfucking leaf hurricane. Bro ran. He's like, nah. He's like, oh, he's here? Oh, yeah, yo, Kisame. Yo, Biju levels of chakra. Oh, yeah, nah, we good. Let's go. We gotta go.
Gosh,
We gotta run for dear life. Bushy Brow is here. The fucking the blue beast of Konoha has arrived. Run.
let's get the
Ruin
fuck
no
up
smoke.
out of here.
Now that was an entrant. You talking about aura? Yeah, we already know. Guy was packing them both up. Straight up, we already know this, bro. Hindsight no jutsu. Guy packing them both. Say less, bro.
All right, pick on throwing down. Free game. At least hear me out. The stuff that happened in the Tsunade arc.
Why you
Itachi
free gaming? You gotta convince Mello. I ain't even contending with you.
Mello's 10 toes down on his stance already.
I like
I'm
both
just saying,
arcs.
I want
I'm
you
really
to
I love
understand
both
why.
arcs though, so I can't really
I-
argue with y'all.
Tsunade had them things popping out, bro. Listen, I ain't eating on Tsunade, bro. Like them things was popping. That's about it, though.
For reference, Gar is my favorite character. So like I put a lot of stock in the Chunin exam. I'm not saying the Chunin exam is bad or anything, but just the stuff that happened in the Search for Tsunade arc. Again, Itachi was introduced. Naruto learned the Rasengan, something that's used to this day. Like
I know that's the problem.
Again,
They keep using that shit over and over and over. Yeah, that's the
because
problem.
it's so legendary. We understand. Again, the Sani were pretty much fighting each other, 3-way deadlock. Tsunade became the Hokage. Like the Kabuto thing. Like Naruto actually utilized the Rasengan for the first time.
Chidori. We had
against a
Chidori for the
Shonen
first.
level character.
Chidori for the first time. From Sasuke.
Exactly. Oh, that's
So-
Chunin exam. Understandable. But again, band for band, we're talking the Rasengan right now. We already seen the Rasengan strong in Chidori. We already seen that.
No,
It
it's
was
not. But
situational.
it's about the hype, bro. Look, bro. I'm not denying the arc is solid, bro. Naruto's that guy. I like
not.
this. It's solid, bro. It's solid.
I'm sorry. Just Gar versus Rock Lee is not topping this. I'm sorry. It's just not. Neji versus Naruto,
Not just
that 1v1, it's just not topping this.
It's
Like this is the
Neji.
introduction. Like this
Please.
in this arc, the foundation of the series was built in this arc. Like so much of the series was built in this arc. I'm talking about high level stuff, not just hey, this is what chakra is, this is what ninjutsu is. Hey, this is what a dojo. No, foundational stuff. Like
So-
changing of Kages, Rasengan's being built, Itachi being introduced. Like
That's making the arc better. That's what you're saying. That
yes,
foundation. Okay, so look at Chunin exam. That arc doesn't even fucking happen without Chunin exams. So on a foundational level, it must everything you crediting to that arc, you must credit to Chunin exams because the shit don't even
Absolutely.
happen without it. And you talking about Kage
Absolutely.
getting replaced? We talking about Kage getting killed. What are you talking about, bro? One got packed up, and then Orochimaru was
Bodied.
infiltrating, pretending to be that dude. That's Gaara's daddy. That's your boy's pops, by the way. He got packed up, and then another Kage got bodied. This dude was
That wasn't even a Chunin exam.
the Kage Slayer. No,
that's a whole other arc. What are you talking about here?
No, but what I'm saying is he got packed up in order for him to even infiltrate. He running around in that brother's skin. He got, bro. That's what I'm saying. He wearing that brother like a cheap suit. Like he packed up another Kage, bro. He 2 Kages down. He a Kage Slayer, bro. We got the Kage Slayer running around fighting Sasuke. I can see. I've been a fool this whole time. How can I beat my brother unless I beat this demon? Like, bro, that shit was raw, bro. They used that fight choreography Sasuke versus Orochimaru and other shit. I saw that shit in a cartoon once.
Yep.
Like, what the fuck?
The Boondocks.
That's how raw that shit is. Yeah, exactly. When they was going up against the Hatocracy.
Yep.
Okay? Yeah, she was whooping that. Get your bitch ass over. Yeah, that shit was fire. That shit was fire.
Yeah, I know exactly what we're talking about. The Boondocks.
If we're talking about longevity and pop culture influences, like all I have to say is Itachi. Like, let's be honest.
Nah. Well, that's why I can't even argue. Sorry to cut you off. That's why I can't even argue with y'all, because that's one thing that I liked about Naruto, like the beginning, is the fight choreography and stuff like that. And a lot of series, I think it was another anime too. I think it was like I want to say a basketball anime. Probably not. It was just probably like a not too known fight anime, and they stole a lot of choreography from the beginning of Naruto. Cause you can Google cartoons that uses Naruto fight choreography, and you'll find actually a lot that was influenced by Naruto. They took the choreography like piece by piece, and all that comes from like the tuning exams and stuff like that.
That shit's iconic, bro. Like everybody, hey, you want to get into Naruto? Watch this Rock Lee versus Gaara fight. Ain't nobody talking about watch the Sannin battle with Jiraiya's drunk ass and Orochimaru can't even use his arms and fucking Tsunade out here on her period and shit bleeding everywhere. Nobody ain't talking about that, bro. What are you talking about, man?
Even this, when people were telling me, bro, all you gotta do is watch the shooting exam, everything will be good. Bro, after I watched the shooting exam, I was wondering when it's gonna get good. Like, and this is when it got good. I'm sorry, this is when it got good.
But what's
when
that?
It got good.
What's that shit that you was drinking? That 1954 or whatever the fuck you were, bro? Listen,
1942.
Stay off not the weed. Stay off the bottle. Get off the bottle, bro. Put it down, man. Alert! Bar is inebriated. We gotta help this brother. Okay, he on tilt. My God.
They were discussing this arc like it was the worst arc in Naruto, bro. I was appalled.
Bro,
I was shocked.
We had a tier list and we needed to put something in mid. Bro, this dude was arguing for the Tenchi Bridge arc. The Tenchi Bridge.
Yes.
What happened in the Tenchi Bridge arc? Hold on. I don't be knowing arcs. Like
exactly. Exactly, Free Game. What happened? Exactly. That's a valid question.
Free Game. What was the first scene of the first episode of Naruto Shippuden? Do you remember?
Yeah, that was when Naruto went and stole the book with the hidden jutsu. That wasn't the first episode.
They're running through Orochimaru's hideout, and then they meet Sasuke.
That's the first. Oh, you said Shippuden. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of part 1. My bad.
Yeah, that's a teaser. That is a teaser for the Tenchi Bridge. Like the whole entire series.
What the hell happened on the Tenchi Bridge?
For the Tenchi Bridge.
Here's the cliff notes.
Sasuke for the first time post time skip.
Oh, okay.
Before they get to Orochimaru.
Wait,
went full rage mode, ran amok. Did same thing with Himawari. Similar thing with Himawari did this.
There's that and the Orochimaru fight. That's it, bro. Like that arc is so short. I'm not saying the arc is. Bro said he would rather watch that than the fucking tuning exams, bro.
Then which arc?
Didn't you see whether watch the Tenchi Bridge arc over the tuning exams?
The tuning exam was a proxy for a lot of other stuff. I meant specifically the Land of Waves. The Land of Waves, I had a huge problem with because I think that arc is extremely overrated.
Oh my God! Bro,
I'm watching the Tenchi arc before, 10 times out of 10 before I watch it.
Oh my God! You're watching the Tenchi Bridge arc more than you watch the Land of Waves. Are you kidding me, bro?
10 times out of 10.
Bro, that scene where Naruto this scene where Naruto's about to run away, He remembers his blood oath that he won't give up. He turns around. That fucking music kicks in. I ain't even gonna try to do it. The music kicks in. What is it? Strong and brave, or brave and strong, whatever the fuck the title is. And he's like, "Let's go wild." He runs over there, gets knocked down, all for his headband, right? Then he does the demon wind shuriken combination, but then he like throw the shit. Bro jumps up. No, I told you, no Genin can hit me with a shuriken. And then he turns like he poofs, and then the shuriken is Naruto, so he throws fucking shuriken and he cuts his face, and then Kakashi gets freed. That shit fire. I don't give a fuck what you say. That shit is God tier. That shit fuego. You talking about Tenchi Bridge? Tenchi Bridge. You are just that one little exchange alone clears that whole fucking shit. You got emo ass Sasuke packing up mid fucking Yamato. You got fucking Sasuke look-alike in his crop top inside. Okay, this dude using. It wasn't even a battle. Naruto was so fucking underpowered. Dude was crying afterwards. Sasuke. He was crying and shit. Okay, bro was about to use
fights.
No, bro was about to use.
The arc's
bro was about to use Kadin, even though we know he couldn't, because he needed to change the atmosphere in the Itachi fight. How the fuck was he going to even use Kadin? Thunderclap. Well, how? You couldn't even use the tech. You can't just summon thunder. You got to create the conditions. How was he even going to do that? What the fuck we talking about? No, nothing. That's it. It's 2 moments. Sasuke. It's a fine moment, but it ain't what an arc makes. Naruto goes rage mode for 35 billion, 45, 55, 65 episodes. Who's playing with him. Bro's like laughing and kidding around and joking and shit with this dude, bro. He's not even taking this dude seriously.
I don't know. Yeah, I feel like it's just nostalgia. We were talking about Shuriken turning into Naruto, and we're just hand waving Naruto going full rage mode with the Nine Tails and fighting against Orochimaru, who he's just glazing in the shooting exam. Like, what are we doing here? Like, in my personal opinion, I feel like it's just flat out nostalgia. Even the Sai point, Sai was an impeccable addition to the arc. Impeccable addition. Like, I just don't necessarily see, and this right here might just be because I watched Naruto so late that I didn't necessarily like have the time to like actually sit down and like appreciate the earlier arcs. But when the early arcs was on, I was waiting till it got good. In my personal opinion,
I respect the opinion. I just disagree. I just disagree.
So yeah, you would. I want to think of other crazy battles that you'd potentially choose Land of Waves over. Naruto and Sasuke versus Momoshiki. You choose Land of Waves over that?
Naruto and Sasuke over Momoshiki.
No, versus
okay. You're talking about Boruto.
Yeah. Episode 65. Would you choose the Land of Waves battle over?
Yes.
Battle?
Yes. It's a battle.
See,
I'm talking about, you're trying to judge an arc versus a battle. Now, if you're saying like, obviously it'll be easier, quicker, and more efficient for me to watch some highlights from the fight. Are you saying, am I watching that arc just to get to that fight? Fuck no.
The reason why I'm bringing that up is because you like stated specific things in that battle that were so good. I'm not necessarily saying arc. I'm not saying arc, like not necessarily arc, but like the actual where you said, hey, the Shuriken turned into Naruto.
Yeah.
And then, that battle is better than the Momoshiki battle.
It depends on what you mean by better.
More entertaining, I'd say.
For me, the Momoshiki fight, so to me, I think a fight is a means to an end. It's to facilitate certain messages or themes that you're trying to present in this series. A great example would be Kakashi versus Obito. Like, fucking amazing. That's why a lot of people, including myself, consider that to be a masterclass of shonen battle. Battle in shonen, because it does everything that it needs to do. So the Momoshiki fight on the surface is really cool. You get the Wing Chun stuff, the animation, the art is fantastic, right? All that's fine. But if I'm looking for like narrative shit, like deeper levels of like, I'm going to that Land of Waves arc. I'm going to that particular moment, that battle. That first time Zabuza showed up, because it's so fucking well written. If I'm looking for well written, fuck yeah, I'm going to that battle over that one. If I'm looking for like fucking moments, like that's fine, but there's no depth. Very little depth. The overarching,
I
like
disagree.
the overall arc has depth as it pertains to like the next generation, like the will of Shinobi lives on.
Mm.
You have to work for things and not just like just get them handed to you quickly. The whole parallel between like Boruto cheating and trying to take the easy way versus Momoshiki and how they like parallel each other, and how he has to like overcome that and learn his lessons. That's the arc. You're talking about that fight. You talking about, you said Sasuke versus Naruto and Sasuke versus Momoshiki. That shit ain't represented in that fight. That's not represented in that fight. Now the conclusion of the fight, you can maybe, if you have any kind of analytical like prowess for literature, like analyzing literature, you can maybe say Momoshiki needed to be defeated in order for Boruto to see that the way Momoshiki got his power can be trumped versus the way that his parents got their power. So hard work beat the easy route. You can maybe say that if you have any kind of like, but Boruto beat him, and that's not the Naruto and Sasuke fight. So the fight itself, there's no depth there. It's just cool shit. So if I'm like not 12 or like just looking for like some fun shit or whatever, or some clips from my YouTube video, fuck yeah, I'm going to that fight in the Land of Waves because there's depth. Fuck yeah, and also tension. Yeah,
Yeah, I feel like this is where we completely diverge. I feel like it's where we completely diverge.
bro,
I
we've
think
been
we just
diverging this
look at
whole
arcs.
stream.
No, I'm talking about like specific, like the actual specific points of where we diverge. Like I'm pointing out that's where we diverge. I
Bet,
feel like it's
bet.
different. We just look for different things. I feel like.
Yeah, so like, how would
Yeah.
you like? So you clearly have an answer to that question. What would your answer be?
Oh, the Momoshiki versus Naruto and Sasuke fight easily,
Mm-hmm.
easily. I,
Okay.
Again, I feel like a lot of the things in regards to like Land of Waves, the early stuff in Part One, I feel like it's a lot of nostalgia. And I think, to be honest, it might even be like earned in this nostalgia because the Land of Waves battle is like one of the first times we really got to see like actual ninja battle. And again, we've seen other fights before with ninjas, but like this right here was a different, clearly a different level of battle than what we've seen earlier. It's the first time anyone's ever really seen that because it's the first actual real battle in Naruto. So I feel like it deserves that level of nostalgia, but I just don't necessarily see that fight being anywhere close to the level of like
And
fight
it's
entertainment wise, like as just the Naruto.
that's
Uh,
so interesting. Like it's even like it's so funny you say nostalgia because the fight that you're trying to use, they literally go back to that moment with the Demon Wind Shuriken where he throws the Rasen Shuriken and then like he like I'm gonna absorb it, but then the Rasen Shuriken just turns out to be Sasuke, and then he's like yeah.
yeah,
So like even that like they pay homage
yeah,
to that shit.
because nostalgia is a tangible thing.
Goes
Nostalgia
on.
is real.
Yeah, it
It's
goes
not
both
necessarily
ways.
fake.
It
Yeah,
goes
it's
it
not.
goes both. But the
Yeah,
difference, sorry, real quick, the difference is though, you're assuming what the cause is for like the hype for the particular fight in that particular arc. Oh, like I'm saying this now, you can prove that, but I can prove that they're
yeah.
absolutely banking on nostalgia in the fight that you're using for the example I just gave.
Yes, nostalgia is absolutely a factor. I feel like nostalgia should be used a lot more. And some people complain, say, "Hey, they're rehashing stuff," but nostalgia is absolutely a factor. I'd be
But you were
crazy
trying
to
to,
think it wasn't.
but you were trying to use nostalgia as if it was a negative thing against like a
I'm
mark
not saying
against the arc.
I'm not saying it's a negative thing. I'm saying it's purely that. It's like saying, "Hey, a basketball player is only, or he only has his right hand, or he only could shoot, or he can't really shoot threes." I feel like it's a lot
So
one sided. I should say. I
do you
feel like
feel like that?
it's
Do you
more
think
nostalgia
that?
than everything else.
Do you believe that, or is it that?
Yes.
So if I,
And that's the
so
only thing I could
yeah, okay. So
the only thing I could comment on is what I believe it is. I don't necessarily know
that's
exactly
not
what it
true.
is.
You can
I
speak
feel
on the
like
facts.
I don't necessarily think I can speak on the facts. I feel like because it's such a subjective thing, everybody's actual, like, let's say your reason for going back to that thing might be different than Free Game's reason for going back to it. So I can't
Yeah.
necessarily say, hey, here's why this thing is so popular
That,
for a
that, that
fact.
well, that's all I'm saying because like you were saying like it is nostalgia. Like you weren't saying like oh like I think one of the
I feel
reasons
like it's
why.
nostalgia. When I say
Okay,
I
yeah,
feel
yeah.
like it's nostalgia, like my opinion is nostalgia, not necessarily
Okay,
for a fact it's nostalgia.
yeah, yeah. So that's all I'm saying. Like you have your opinion. That's perfectly fine. Respect that. what I have are like facts. Like they factually brought up moves from that fight. It's the same thing with the Baryon mode stuff. Like they did the same thing with like when Naruto did the Wombo combo to Sasuke and sent them flying on the water and he went flipping and shit. Like that iconic little moment where Sasuke looks like a fucking weirdo with that art style. They did that with Naruto versus Isshiki. Like there's like compilation, like 1v like side by side comparisons. So they do that a lot in Boruto. And I'm saying like do that for a reason because they're trying to bank on that nostalgia, right?
Yeah,
So yeah,
because
it's just
nostalgia
a
is an
difference.
aspect.
Yeah, but it's not like it's not a
Yeah,
bad thing. It's not a bad thing.
no, it's not. But
But
I
yeah.
just feel like it's overwhelmingly nostalgia and not completely entertainment.
hmm
That's my only thing. I feel like it's overwhelming that. Whereas like with Boruto fights, it'll be like overwhelmingly entertainment, but they'll throw in a dash of nostalgia.
I don't know, bro. I just don't know how you even arrive at that conclusion. Even if that's your opinion, that's your subject. Like, surely there's like a reasoned like mode of thought that got you there. Because I can't even fathom how
I
you would even like what
Matter of
would you
fact,
look at to even arrive at that conclusion besides just pure
I
assumption.
I'd compare it to like let's say a Dembele. Dembele played for
Who?
Barcelona, but I had no idea who he was. All of Barcelona fans loved him again. My first season watching soccer, but I had no idea who he was. Right before I started watching, he requested like a trade to PSG or something like that. He left. Everybody was hurt. Everybody was like, "No, no, Dembele, what is this?" Bro, when I see him play throughout the season, I thought he was garbage. I thought he was actually trash. And all the other fans were saying he was amazing. I feel like it's kind of like that, where it's just like I didn't see it. I, in my personal opinion, I didn't necessarily go through like the early parts of Naruto with that level of like, let's say, newness to it. Like I seen my first episode of Naruto was like when Shippuden was ending, like after the war arc type of thing, or during the
Mm.
war arc. To be honest, I had to start watching the subs during the war arc, unfortunately. But like I feel like because I didn't necessarily like actually sit down and appreciate those early episodes, I just didn't necessarily build that nostalgia with it.
Yeah, it's
And I feel like
but I don't think that's nostalgia though. I think how do I want to say it? It's like you have like a cake and like you eat a cake after you drink some really sweet tea and then the cake tastes bland. I don't think that I think that's what I think you got overexposed to like some epic shit. And then when you went back and watched the early stuff, it's like, oh, this is moving too slow. Like because I think your perspective is skewed because you saw things that you probably like out of order.
no, I see it in order. I see it in order.
I thought you
It's
said
just
you
that
only
a
watched
lot.
part one after the end of Shippuden.
No, when like in regards to like current times, like what was playing on TV, Shippuden was playing, or the end of Shippuden was playing, and I started watching Naruto Part One. So like I didn't necessarily watch it, but like that's what like the timeline was. So like I was like
But which one did you
binging
see first?
episode one. I like binged like the first like I'd say few episodes, and then like went back and binged another few episodes. So like I wasn't necessarily like taking time to like appreciate those early episodes in my personal opinion because I want to get up to like where everything is. It's like if I'm watching One Piece now, like I'm gonna binge like a lot of the early stuff so I can get to like Gear 5. And I might think once I get there that Gear 5 is way better than everything else I've seen earlier because I was just waiting to get there. I don't know. Maybe it's that.
So when Shippuden was out, you weren't like watching it when it was towards the end?
Nah,
Okay, I see what you're
no.
saying.
I had beef with Shippuden when it was out. I thought it was like the Dragon Ball knockoff, and I was like, nah, Dragon Ball is the best anime of all time. I'm never watching another anime. It was kind of like that. So, yeah.
But did you have any kind of like knowledge about it? Like seeing posters,
Oh
promotional
yeah,
material, like
yeah.
yeah.
I played it. I played a Naruto game. I played a game called Naruto Arena. To be
Okay.
honest, it was not like representative of like the power levels now. If
Yeah.
the crazy thing is, I might the strongest character I remember using, he fought in the tuning exam and he got packed up in like one of the first couple episodes. He was part of the sound clan. But yeah, so
Mm.
it wasn't necessarily representative, but I did see or at least have an idea. So I wasn't necessarily coming in blind. Like I knew of Naruto's Rasengans, I knew of like Naruto's Nine Tails stuff, I knew of like the
Okay.
Sharingan, but I was still like I remember talking to like someone I remember going to Rutgers this day, and when I essentially started watching Naruto, it was like one of the first couple of days. I asked him, I was like, yo, Kakashi is Sasuke's father, right? See, I was completely like, I was completely clueless when it came to like the actual plot stuff, but I knew who characters were.
That's crazy.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
technically, Kakashi's everybody's daddy. Technical.
I remember I said the same thing though. Like, I ain't watched Naruto or anything like that either because I thought it was a rip off of Dragon Ball, and I was like, "Oh, Dragon Ball." I had beef with Naruto.
Yeah, 1000%, bro.
Yeah, me
I,
too.
and another thing with Naruto, I feel like when it first came out, it was more of like I don't know how I got on this train with Dragon Ball, but like I couldn't necessarily just pick up Naruto like in the middle, like it was like Family Guy or something. Like you'd have to know like the
My
context
Family
behind
Guy.
it. Yeah, I don't know how I learned the context behind Dragon Ball, and that became like an actual thing. But I never really picked up on Naruto, and I just thought like, isn't why would I start watching that like episode 83?
That Dragon Ball
Like
is
on
an
TV?
interesting series though. Like that's one of the series that a lot of people didn't watch from the beginning. Like most series, people try to pick it up from like the starting point of it. A lot of people started at Z, and then later on probably watched Dragon Ball.
It's so
Yeah,
different. It's so
Yeah,
different
that's
from
what I'm
Z.
saying. But like it's an interesting series though. Like because most series you have to start off at the beginning to get the point of the show. You don't really need to do that with Dragon Ball. You can start off with Z and really get the concept of the show.
Like Kid Goku is just a different character than like adult Goku.
Yeah.
Like he's like snarky and sassy,
Mm-hmm.
bro. Like that like when he defeated Demon King. I always say this. He defeated Demon King Piccolo. He goes up to train with Kame, but before he can train with Kame, he has to get past Popo, and then he's
Yeah.
about to go fight
That's my
Popo,
favorite
and then
arc.
he like Popo punches him in the face. You got lucky. Like he was so cocky. Like he just defeated the strongest motherfucker on earth. Like he's feeling himself. Like nobody can beat like stand up to him, and he just like Popo punches him in the fucking schnoz. He's so fucking arrogant at this point in the series. It's cool to see though, because he's like what he's like. I think it was a 2 year time skip. So I think at this point he's probably like
15, I think.
17. He's around 7. I think he's like 15 at the start of the series, believe it or not. But I think he's like around 17 because he comes back.
You talking
I
about
think
when he
it's like a
gets
2 year
taller?
time.
When he comes back?
No,
and
when he's taller, he's 19. I know
Okay,
that
I'm
for a
about to
fact.
say. Okay, all right.
Yeah, he's 19. So I think he trains with Kame for 2 years and then comes back 19.
Oh,
and
got you.
then, Yeah, and when Z starts, he's like 25. So I think somewhere around there.
They say that they tried to implement that personality that he had in Dragon Ball, like the original Dragon Ball, and Super. Like if you can't tell, like Goku's personality is a lot different than it was in Z. Like he has that kiddish personality again in Super. Where in like Dragon Ball Z, he was kind of like more serious and shit like that.
I feel like that's probably like Goku at his best, in my opinion. Like I like the serious Goku, but he was serious in Ball too. Like when Krillin died, like bro was on demon time.
Yeah.
Like when he showed up versus Demon King Piccolo that final fight when Tien was getting his shit pushed in. Like bro kicked this dude so hard his his brains fell out, his fucking eyeballs fell out, and bro just stood there flexing like, yo, what's good? I just killed your kid. Fuck you, me. Like Kid Goku, I missed him when he was gone. Like he was such a good fucking character, bro. But yeah, I can see the comparisons. He's like Super's like Kid Goku, but like as an adult.
Yeah.
Because like even so with the Tournament of Power, it's like I don't give a fuck about y'all universe, the genocide of billions. Fuck that. I need to fight.
I just
bro.
need to fight. Yep.
Yeah, turn up. Like I don't give a fuck. So from the perspective of them, like Goku's a villain, bro.
Yeah.
But that's always been Goku. He's
Yeah,
never
I was
been,
about
like,
to say he was
goody
never
two
supposed to
shoes
been like a
superhero.
hero. Yeah, he was never supposed to be that. Yeah, he's just supposed to love to
just-
fight. And I'm surprised
like,
Bar
yo,
never hit you with a pause when you say he got his shit pushed in. But I'm not even gonna go there.
No, this is a scene. This is
now.
a scene where I always say it like that for a reason. There's this where like Tien's like on his on stomach and like the Demon King Piccolo's like hell spawn. He comes up from behind and puts his arm on his shoulder like it's like, bro, what the fuck? And Goku shows up right on time. I'm like, thank God for Goku. My God, man. My God.
It would
Thank
have
you,
been a
brother. Thank you.
massacre. It would have been terrible.
Thank you, brother.
Oh,
Thank
my
you.
goodness.
Tien was getting fucked up.
Oh my
But yeah,
god.
yeah.
Yeah,
That ball's fire. I can't wait for Daima. Oh my god.
But like,
Shout
do
out
you
to,
think that do you
Akira.
do you think that you can do the same thing with Naruto? Do you think that you can start with Shippuden and get the gist of the show, or do you think that you have to start with like beginning Naruto to actually get the point and like the power scaling and stuff like that?
I feel like I need to say you got to watch Naruto Part One because I have been like going crazy on Part One for a long time. But like the thing about Part Two, it's like it's absurd the amount of flashbacks you do get that I want to say you don't even need to watch Part One, but I'd still recommend watching Part One so you can get like the full gist of it. Like we were talking about earlier, like the Land of Waves laid a lot of foundations, like the Sumune arc, not Sumune, the what's it called? Tsunai arc laid a lot of foundations. So to get those, a lot of the core foundations, you might need to go back and watch. But there's a lot of flashbacks in Part Two, bro. A lot.
I think you can get by without watching it. I just don't know why you would want to. They're just the emotional impact just won't be the same. Like for instance, like when I first started watching Z, had I watched Dragon Ball, I would have known who Yamcha was and like all the adventures, like what he meant. So when he dies to the Cybermen, I'm thinking I don't even know who the fuck that guy is, bro. Like that was like one of my first episodes. I think it's the first episode I saw. Ocean's dub, no Funimation. And I'm like, who the fuck? I don't even know who the fuck this dude is, so I don't care. And like, you got this bald guy with 3 eyes. I'm gonna fuck this. Like, his arm gets. I don't understand the weight of these characters because I don't know them. I haven't spent time with them. Like, these are Goku's friends spawning over the course of like a decade. He starts at 15, and then Z's like 25 or whatever. So like, I'm like, yeah, I don't understand the epic battles Yamcha had with Tien or the epic tournament fight that Goku had with Tien or Krillin or any of that shit. So there's the gravity just isn't the same. Now, had I watched it, fuck yeah, right? But so it's something like that.
I could see if you ain't see Part One of Naruto, the Neji death gotta feel like nothing to you.
Yeah, bro, like that's wild. Or like even like the fight like Naruto versus Sasuke at the end of Part One. Like number one, my God, you missed that. Like God help you and keep you, okay? Good luck in life. You missed Drunken Fist
Bro,
Rock
he
Lee
said
versus
keep
fucking
you too.
Himawari.
Golly.
Yeah, like then ain't no Dragon Balls. You ain't coming back. God bless you and keep your ass, okay? Stay up there. Okay, we'll see you later. Now, but like fucking Drunken Fist versus Kimimaro, you miss peak. Gara versus like you missed every fucking thing, bro. Like that's insane. Like and then early Shippuden, in my opinion, is just fucking ugh. It's I think the manga's way better. I've been reading the manga a little bit for panels. And the art is fantastic. The pacing is just godly better than the anime. It's fucking ridiculous how good the manga is early on. Cause I was even talking shit like, yo, Boruto's early, like the first like 5 chapters of Boruto is way better than like the first 5 chapters of Shippuden. And then I did like a side by. I was like, oh wait a minute, Shippuden cooking. Oh shit. So I didn't even know, bro. Like, cause I just watched the anime growing up. So yeah, Shippuden's mangas, I think in terms of pacing is way fucking better than the anime. The anime can fuck you up. Yeah, it can fuck you up.
I might tap in. I might tap into the manga.
It's a lot of
You ain't read no
ain't
fucking
about
stop
to
playing.
do it, but
I'm actually up to chapter 30 on Boruto manga. I've been rereading that, but
Yeah, you know, you couldn't pay me to reread the Boruto manga from the start, bro. I'm sorry, I ain't reading that shit.
definitely pay me to do that.
The art itself was bad enough, bro. Like fucking Sasuke looked like a child predator, bro. It's like, who is that? Number one, that is not Sasuke. That's Josuke. Okay, that's his like step cousin. I don't know who that brother is, bro. That's crazy. He look like he cosplaying or something, bro. So nah, man, I wouldn't let.
Hairstyle was wild.
I can't have him around my children. Number one, so I couldn't. Nah, I can't have him.
this
bro.
thing. Bro, what? Wait, hold on. What are we talking about? Wait, what? I just hold on.
We're talking about Josuke,
Hold
bro.
up. Because I just like started blanking out, and all I heard was, "I can't have that man around my kids." What? Who?
He had that Dr. Disrespect haircut, bro. I ain't gonna lie. He pretty much had it.
Wait, who?
I got
no.
Sasuke.
Oh,
You
no.
don't
Wait,
remember
what
Sasuke?
Sasuke? Which Sasuke?
Early Boruto
Boruto
art
Sasuke.
Sasuke. It looks awful. Like he looks like a
Oh,
fucking
the
predator,
hair
bro.
over the eye, Sasuke.
Even like the design of his face, like it's like, who is that guy? Like that's not Sasuke, bro. That's Josuke.
That's
Josuke,
what? No
That's
way,
Josuke,
bro. No fucking way. We see, bro, and fucking what's the movie called? Shit.
The Last?
Yeah, Naruto the Last. So he had that one scene. He looked dope as hell. That's the same Sasuke.
Nah, bro, you need a side by side comparison, bro. That Ikimoto's early art was
Wait.
tough.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I think
It was
Bar just said that.
tough.
Hold on. Let me check this out real quick.
That
This is
boy
what you're talking
Josuke ain't
about.
no joke, bro.
Let me put it on the screen. This is what you talk about right here, bar.
Yeah, like bro look like he about to go do your plumbing. Like I don't know who the fuck. While also looking at your kids with a side eye, bro. Like Josuke ain't no joke, bro.
Not your plumbing, bro. Come on, hold on.
No, he looked like he looked like a plumber, bro. No, your Josuke was crazy, bro.
Josuke, bro.
Peep the
what
second
are
image
we
I showing.
doing?
It shows a close up of his hair. No, that's crazy.
No, I gotta put this on the screen. Y'all tweaking right now. Hold on.
Yeah, that's Josuke.
He called my man Josuke. Where'd you get Josuke from, though? Like, that's an interesting name. Where's the J come from?
I don't trust Josh's. Okay, listen, I don't trust Josh's because they always I ain't gonna say that. Let me stop. Let me say. I've already packed up Joe Blow. Okay?
Oh no, chill. Joe Blow actually be blowing stuff down, bro. You gotta chill.
Oh whoa!
Big pause.
Joe Blow blowing stuff down, yo. Moist mouth. What we doing? What's going
what are we talking about, bro? No. What's going on with you, Mello?
I'm sorry. I said moist. He got offended. My bad, bro. My bad.
Nah. You bringing up the moist mouth way too much.
Ain't nothing wrong with having a moist mouth, bro. It's fine, man. I get it. You know, it happens to not me, but I get it.
You said it happens to not me, but.
Hold on, my mom called me. I'll be back.
See, look, she like, nigga, you gotta stop playing with free game in his moist mouth, man. What are you doing?
What?
Whoa, wait a minute. Number one, my mom can wait. Okay, number one, you just confirmed.
Yo, you said my mom can wait. Hold on, I gotta cook this dude real quick. I heard that.
That's crazy. Okay.
The fact that you said, wait, hold on, my mom can wait, though, it's even crazy.
Nah, that's crazy. Bro said he got them.
Hey, I got braces, bro. I got
Yo, shout out to Josuke. Listen, my fam about to come over, so I probably gotta go. But y'all can continue though if y'all want to.
Nah,
we pulling up on 2 hours. We do got a super chat. Y'all want to go?
Oh shit, my bad. Thank you, Apex Calibre, for the donation. He shot us another $2 donation. He said, Damon beats Bug, but Bug sneakily devours Ada.
Damon beats Bug. Yes, that's my theory.
I can see it. I could definitely see that. In my personal opinion, I think similar things happened to Sasuke. I think the claw grimes in itself probably didn't necessarily like damage Sasuke to the point where he had to like die, but I think they probably snuck up on him. Bug pretty much has the same capabilities. Like I could definitely see Bug sneaking up and actually devouring Ada. I like to see it.
Yeah, it'd be like
I feel like. I feel like that's probably gonna be like the next target we see. I think we talked about this like last podcast. I feel like Bug's probably gonna activate soon.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like Super Vegeta versus Imperfect Cell, and he's just gonna be cocky. He could win, but he'll be cocky, and then he'll let him live long enough so that Bug can like devour Ada, and then get a power up and then pack up Damon, and then Bug's like a menace, and then Jura has to like do what I say, and Bug's like, yeah, I'm not sure if I want to. So then it's like, yeah, that's kind of interesting. But I really do have to go. Guys, it's been a pleasure. I have to cook for the fam tonight. I promised, so it's a whole thing. But yeah, thank you so much for the super chat donations. You guys are awesome. Shout out to you guys. Big ups to Butters. And of course Apex as well. Thank you so much for the support. Channel members and new subs and Ode. We appreciate the support as always. Check out that Peak Fiction video if you want more content. And of course we got the Diplomatic Community. I think you changed the name, so I want to say that. But
Diplomatic Community Reloaded. Go ahead and definitely subscribe.
Reloaded. That's correct. Yes. So he's listen, Reloaded. Okay, that's more bullets in the chamber. So definitely check that out. I think he's even I watched one of the videos about the rapper that recently I think he got killed. So that I found that to be an interesting video. Yeah. So definitely check that out. Free Game's cooking. He's cooking.
Thank you.
But with that, I have to go.
Hey, before you go, what are you cooking? What are you cooking for the fam?
So it depends on what they bring. They want spaghetti, but I want chicken Alfredo.
Chicken Alfredo sounds fire.
Yeah, so they're probably bringing fucking spaghetti, but yeah, I can cook either one.
Tomato sauce.
Bro, for whatever reason, my mom she loves bell pepper in her fucking everything. Number one, but in their spaghetti, so I'm like, I hate bell pepper.
It's pretty good. I don't mind a good bell pepper.
I gotta make them big so I can pick them out. But yeah. All right, I gotta go. You
All
guys
right,
have a
for
safe.
sure. You too, bro.
We can do some if you want. Probably not borrow because borrow, but free game. If you want to do some extra stuff, then just hit me up and we can
For sure.
pump out some content or whatever.
Yeah, we can probably finish
All
the tier list if you want to later on.
Bet. All right, boys. Later.
Later.
Hey yo, welcome to the show, Cloud Ninja Podcast, ready to go. Broadcasting coast to coast with your hosts, ready to give you a dose. We got Bara B, the guy you come to see when it's late in the fourth and you need a 3. Next up, Free Game Nino, a god in the game like his name is Zeno. Then we got MELLO, they say he is a dream whose analytical mind so divine and supreme. That's the crew you'll listen to, so hear what they have to say. Talking manga and anime, damn near every day. They bring in the heat every week, giving them on that beat. Check the technique, hey. But hey, yo, son, let my ninjas cut. I said, let my ninjas cut. Hey, yo, welcome to the show, Cloud Ninja Podcast, ready to go. Broadcasting coast to coast with your hosts, ready to give you a dose. We got Bara B, the guy you come to see when it's late in the fourth and you need a 3.